little inhaler. My eyes have been sorted. I bet myself in the sun. So I stood out the window for about 15 minutes. The mouse there. Fuck off, you mouse. I'll get the dog on you. Welcome to the Taxman Show. Fucking jackets all over, innit? Collar things. So one's going up my neck, I think. I can't be fucking ass. It's alright, innit? Yes. So you've all seen the videos. There's no fucking on. I was 10 on, don't forget to push like buttons. And Karad, I'm pushing them. Karad, I'm pushing them. I'm pushing them myself now, look. There's 10 on, only 8 buttons up. Talking to people. 9 on out of 10. Just put the buttons pushed. Only one he's letting me down now. Only one letting me down. Yay! Oh, the 7, now the 5 you let me down now. 6 years letting me down now. Don't forget to push the like buttons. 17 on, 11 thumbs up. Ooh, some brilliant evidence going up. Unbelievable evidence again. Today, where the Albertines come on. Fucking unbelievable. So we have to talk about this because what we try to do, we've talked to a couple of solicitors from America, barristers from America, say just keep putting the proof on the internet. The cops will be watching everything, but now you're not calling them and saying things. You're just putting up the 100% facts for your case. You say that'll be detrimental to him. They'll think, fuck, now look at the evidence I've got. They're going to think, whoa, we're going to have to stop this. We're going to have to stop the trial. We're going to have to stop the investigation. And these are top barristers. David's been a barrister for about 20 years. And his missus, she's an American barrister. They said the evidence you've got is irrefutable. It's all from people who've given statements and willing to go to court. The Dales one, fucking hell, Dales is terrible what he's got. Dales got him, called him saying, I showed you, to Decker Higgy said, I showed you, Decker, all the proof I had on Jamie Boyle, trolling Brian, trolling this one, trolling that one. And you still did this and did that, you fucking marvellous. About 5 minutes long, I think. And still the fucking idiots on YouTube are still believing this little fucking Muppet Boyle torturing people all over. So this is Dale from the grave now. This is Dale Boyle getting you from the grave. Fucking, he is a god. He is justice. Justice is coming to bite you on the fucking ass. He's tried to get Dale, saying Dale's a rapist, he's a nonce, he's a paedophile. Same MO, Baldy Dale. He's also tried to get Simon to beat Dale up, and Dale end up being friends. You'll hear that as well. You'll hear the bit where what he done to Dale for months and months and months and months. The same, everything we are getting done to us, the same stuff. Constantly want to bum his dad, bum his dog, rape. What was that? Rape. What was he said? There's one when I told you about the Joker. Well, Raggy was a friend. He's a friend of mine, and his uncle's a very good friend of mine. Branchett, brilliant, loved them from Doggy in Middlesbrough. So he said, "Oh, when I was poorly, Brian, he was bullying me because I got a job with the Kinahans, I was telling you." And he interviewed the Furies and everything. The Asian kid, lovely kid, good, really good boxer, technical boxer. So Boyle got jealous of him, so he started trolling him. So Boyle went, "But you can't die." So this is what he said to me. I'll never forget it. Terry reminded me, I couldn't believe I forgot it. He said to Raggy, "You black cunt. When my pleasure to you is." He said, what he was doing, Brian, he was phoning me up and going, No, he's denied doing that, and he's denied pretending to be the Joker. We've got him dressed up as the fucking Joker in Batman with the face and the smile and all the mouth. He's there, as Batman, the Joker page. But he's going, like laughing at Dale, going, hope you die cancer, 10, 15, 20 times a day, phoning him up. He said, I hope that phone calls every day I'm giving you are stressing your cancer out and you die within a year. You'll be dead in a year, you baldy bastard. You baldy paedophile, rapist, nonsense. Call them all these the same shit. So then Dale talks about other people, but Simon's last night, where Simon's come on, the video where he's talking about Jamie sending gay rape porn, that video is going to be going on the next day. So that video will be on the internet and you'll see this vile, dirty bastard he is putting gay rape porn. A young kid being raped, bummed up the arse, as he calls it, by 4 other people on the video, and he sent it to Carol Edwards, myself, Terry Dicko, Carol's daughters and everything, Marty Joseph Taylor's 2 sisters, 85 and 87-year-old. Marty was fucking 78-year-old. He sent it to Terry Dicko, Terry Dicko's relations, nephews, cousins, a lot. Everyone got the videos. Emma got the videos, and so did Maria Howe. I got them, and I think somebody else got them. Another girl. They were all getting the videos, and it was all from him. So when he was saying, going back to Ranj's son, Raggy, he turned around and said, Raggy, what it is with you? Do you know when my pleasure's going to be with you? When you're in your coffin and your family are on the grave and they're all crying over you. They're all crying over you, laughing like this. They're all crying over your grave, watching you dead in the coffin. I'm going to be in the background laughing like the Joker off Batman. That's what he fucking texted him. I'm going to be in the background laughing while your family are crying when you're in your grave dead. But he never died. He had a brain tumor. He had it all cut out his brain here. And he recovered. But Raggy would do him in 2 seconds. Absolutely pulverising. Good boxer. Big, strong lad. You know, the Asian kid. Lovely kid. Never did nothing to him apart from he got the chance to go with the Kinahans because they felt sorry for him because he had brain tumour. He had cancer. So he put in for they were asking for somebody to do interviews. So Raggy said, well, I'll have a go like that. So Jamie put in for it as well. We knocked him back because they see the state of the Afghan. So we can't have you on the show. You can't go in the club and start talking to people sweating like that in Spain because the sweat's going to be even more dripping off you. So they said, no, you can't come. So they didn't give me it. So they decided to give it to someone else. And just because somebody else got the job, I just went to do. So if that was me going for a job and somebody beat me to it, I'd go, oh, well done, mate. Hope you have a great future here. I'm going to be supporting you and I'll comment on the comments and I'll look in. I said, the better man, but you better man won't. You've just got to do it. Take on your chin, not him. Constantly bullying for about 2 years, all the way through his cancer. And when cancer went, he started training, he started putting body weight on, and he got himself fitting on the bags and stuff. Stopped trolling then, didn't you, Jamie? Because he knew the kid would punch your fucking full face in 2 seconds. He knew Dale would back you in 2 seconds. Kept torturing that man. The only time you were offering Dale out was when Dale had stage 4 cancer, and he still offered you out for the fight. And you phoned the police on and got him locked up. You recorded him on the recording, got him locked up. You fucking animal. You are an animal. So Cleveland Police, I hope, and Stockton CID room, what he keeps saying, I hope you're watching this and I hope you're recording everything because the evidence we've got coming is unbelievable and it's irrefutable evidence. This is from people in the day telling you what he was doing 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 years ago. This is all coming out now because everyone's coming from everywhere. There's a top boxer from London. I don't know if he's a pro or semi-pro boxer. He tortured. We've got all the transcripts there where he's bullying him and threatening him. But this lad would have destroyed him in a fight. But I'm not telling his name yet because Emma hasn't got it put together yet. But that's coming out as well. This lad was a top fighter. And he said, Brian, you just started bullying me for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong to him. He said, he's a fucking little freak. He said, I've never even heard of him. He said, absolutely, don't even know who he is. Just to start, I don't know if he maybe mentioned Sykes, this kid, I don't know. That's all it takes, one little spark. And then that's it. And then Dale says, I said, all I got with Jamie Boyle was multiple trolls. So I could see the multiple different personalities coming out. Even he said he's got multiple tests. Even Dale said this about 6 years ago. His multi-personalities were coming out, more and more of them every day, different characters. But he's got a thing with the Joker on. Batman the Joker. I don't know if you've seen the film, and Boyle's in his own house on video. We've got it recorded. He goes on there, and in real life, the Joker in real life was really sad inside. So he used to put the mask on there to discover the hand over it. This is where he's got the idea from, the different personalities of the Joker. So he's in the Joker, and inside when he's a Joker, he's laughing and joking and everything. But inside, when he takes off his mask, the tears come down his face. So Boyle sat there as the Joker. Then he starts taking the makeup off his face. This is Boyle. He starts crying. Proper tears run down his face. Complete sociopath can only do that. Put the tears on for no reason. So he's pretending to be the Joker. He's took that persona on that much. He's actually crying just like the Joker in the Batman film. I'm like, fucking hell, he's a psychopath then. Tears will run down his face. Proper tears. But I can't put it on. But I've got it for the police to show them what a maniac is in for the court. The court who goes to court. But he sat there. I couldn't sit here and start pretending to cry. I wouldn't have a clue how to do it. But he's done it. I mean, he said, our church ladies went to see him. I said, look, tell him we'll call it a day. You don't have to shake hands off him. You just leave us alone. We leave you alone. I told him to come back about an hour later. And it's all sorted. He said, you're going to have to leave them alone. They're on their knees, crying their eyes out. And everything. Same thing he did with Dale. Went in the police and help me, please. This man's William's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. Got Dale. He said, I'm going to stab your dog. To Dale. Dale said, I'll fucking stab you if you stab my dog. Then he said, I'll fucking stab you, Boyle, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. He got that, he recorded it, and went straight down the police station in Wakefield. And Dale, because he was working in Wakefield. When Dale was stage 4 cancer, he went in, the police come and arrested Dale at his house with stage 4 cancer. What an animal you are, Boyle. What a fucking animal. And the stuff you said, you never threatened rape people. How come everyone's had it? How come all these people have had it? How come the Lee Duffy family have had it all? His daughters and his son and his partner, Carol Edwards, they've all had it. So why is everyone, Terry Dicko's family, my family, Emma's sisters, and everything you've tortured? Emma's sister you tortured, fucking putting videos up of her sister. You're a vile, horrible human being. And the thing what's happened to you now is everyone's coming from everywhere. If you've watched the video with Simon Ambler, if you can't believe that man's telling you the truth, you can see he's 100% staunch. But the thing what's going to damn him, he thinks that's all we've got. He doesn't realise what Simon has sent us all the recordings of his house. It's all typed out with Jamie's phone number on, Jamie's face on, Terry Dicko's and the number. Kevin Kilty's, I think Kevin Kilty, is it Kevin Kilty? No, I think it might be. No, Terry Dicko, Joe Livos, myself, Peter Robbo, I think's in it, and there's Tommy Harrison's in it. Tommy Harrison's the house I was in when I got attacked. His name, so you can see all the names are all Middlesbrough names, right? Characters from Middlesbrough. So you then have got your face in it, Jamie Boyle. Go to the house, offer him out for a fight, be deadly serious. That's what you've told him to do. Here's his phone number. You're telling him on the phone. You can see you're writing and typing it to him because he's typing it like me to you and it'll come up in here. Like you sent me a message now and it'll come up. We've got it all recorded off Simon off the computer now. The computers they had with unique ID or something. So only them could talk to each other. So he's got all that for us. Emma's got it all now. She screenshotted nearly all of it. Or what the fuck we call it, to put it on for evidence and show you. We just want everyone to know what this fucker is. So when I go to court, I'll have all this evidence. The Crown prosecution are going to go, what the fuck? He's supposed to, if you come to my house and threaten to rape me, well, we've got the proof he's threatened to rape me. We've got the proof of Simon. We've got the proof of Dale. We've got witnesses' statements off them all. It's all perfect for us now. But we've kept our mouth shut about all this right till the end, where it's coming to the end, because Carol, all the other people, all the other victims have come forward and all the others have been got off now. There's only me left. But mine's got to be a decision to go to court or not court. But it doesn't matter. I've got all these people to go to court for me. I've got Terry. I've got Raggy. All these people that want to go to court. I've got the dog walker. He's threatened to kill in the street. I'll fucking kill you. Innocent dog walker. I'll come round your house in the morning with Paul Bennett. And me and Paul's going to smash your face. The kid says, don't you know I know Paul? Don't you know I was brought up with Paul in South Bank? Don't you know? But Paul Bennett knows now about it. So this is where I'm telling you where he keeps using the people's names. So he kept doing that with poor fucking Dale. I'm getting Brian Cockerill to come and fight you. There's a bit in where he goes, I'm getting Terry Dicko, etc., etc. And then Dale contacted me and went, look, a bit of a problem, but he started telling me the story. I went, I've never even known you, mate. Anyway, you come to see me. Great, fucking nicest man you could ever meet, like Simon said. And like Simon was when we met Simon, just through the internet we met him. But Dale come to the house about 20 times. When I was bad in hospital, we should be well and stuff. Lovely human being. You could never wish for a better friend. He would back you up to the hilt. But that animal tortured him when he had cancer. And then torturing his mum and dad. Putting the dog up for sale. He's sending 25 ambulances and 25 vehicles. That was ambulances, police, fire engines. They even sent a hearse to his house saying he passed away. Can you send us a hearse to such and such address? So I was getting at 2 or 3 in the morning, police knocked on the door. Oh, have you got a burglary? Oh, and then the fire brigade knocked on the door 3 and 4 in the morning, saying, oh, have you got a fire? It was Boyle. The same stuff we had. Me and Emma got one night. We got the police twice. We've got fire engines, and we got a woman saying, have you still got the phones for sale? Come to the door to buy a phone. About 6 o'clock at night. The same shit again. Put our name and address up and pretend they were selling phones from our house. It was him. It was him. There's only him who fucking do it. Mental. Don't forget, push the like buttons. Where's Corrado? Where are you, Corrado? I'm after you. Where'll I get you? Where's he at? He's fucking done one on me. Look at this. He's outside at the bottom, hiding at the bottom, see, the wolf. He's hiding at the bottom of the wolf. He's fucking funny. He was laughing me head off at him last night. He said, Brian, push the like button. So I was fucking peeing myself all night long. I was fucking laughing. My kidneys, my ribs were killing me laughing with him. He got me a beauty there. And then somebody else said, I've pushed the fucking button 5 times. Like that, I was fucking bad laughing. The other week, that was another one saying that. Yeah, so this proves what this fucking lunatic is, but we have to do it. We're not obsessed. We have to get fucking off at court. I could go to jail for fucking 2 or 3 a year for something I haven't even fucking done. So the evidence what she's gathering and showing yous are looking at it and going to say, fucking hell, Brian, I can't believe what he's done to you. You're just so shocked. But when you see this is the gay rape one. It's fucking vile. And he's always on about young boys being, I'll bum you. Where's the young boys? He said the young boys at the house. So he said he was going to burn my house down in that video. You'll see him saying it. You'll see the screenshots. You'll see everything. You've heard it. You've heard Simon say it. I've got 2 lads to burn the house down. Well, if you're watching Cleveland Police or Stockton CID, we've got the videos of Jamie texting them with his unique ID, talking to Simon and talking to other people and telling them to go and burn my house down. And what did he do? Yeah, when was it? 2021. I think it was the 9th. So it's that, January, February, March, April, May, August, September, I think it was. September 2021. He threatened to burn the house down. He threatened to send 2 people to the house. They phoned me up and said, tell Teddy Dicko he's dead. He's dead. Where does Teddy Dicko live? I need to know where he lives. It's the 2 Kevins now. Kevin was my friend from Hartlepool. I won't say the names. His son's died now. So he pretended to be them from Hartlepool. It was Teddy Richards' brother. Pretended to be them. They're coming to get you. Teddy's getting done in. He's getting stabbed because he stole a BMX bike off someone. As if Teddy Dicko at 64 or something then. 63-year-old then or whatever he was. 66 now. As if Teddy Dicko's going to pinch a bike off somebody in the street and ride down the street in Hartlepool and come all the way from Hartlepool all the way to Middlesbrough. What was it? 15 fucking miles or something. 18 miles to Middlesbrough on a BMX bike. It's not Darren G, silly cunt. Or E.T. E.T. phone home. So then Dale's saying, he's multi-personality disorder, but then he's talking about when he was talking to Decker, what he'd give. He said, you come to my house, Decker. I'll give you coffee, tea, a meal, took you to Paul Sykes' grave because you want to go there, had you in my house all day and fed you, and I showed you 100% facts, 100% proof. He's been trolling me. Decker said to him, he wants his fucking jaw breaking, he wants knocking out. So you'll hear that on it. You'll hear him what he says. He wants his fucking jaw breaking, Decker says. But you don't hear Decker talking, but he said he's texting him back because he's obviously now got Boyle has got a fucking Decker on his show. So Boyle's on Decker's show talking about trolls. He went, how fucking you calling people trolls? And you sat with the biggest troll in the world next to you. And you're on about these trolls. Boyle's, yeah, they're terrible. The trolls, playing that victim again. Sat there pretending that he's an anti-troll. He's the biggest fucking troll on the internet. That's what they do. Sociopaths, complete sociopath. Take the clown's face off and then starts tears run down his face. Fucking hell, what a con man. Yeah, look on Emma's page. If you go on Emma's page, it's on there. If you go on Emma's page, I'll have to tell you. If you go on Emma's page, and I can't want you to put it into. If you just look on Emma's page, you'll find all the stuff on there. You'll find all the screenshots from Dale where Boyle's been texting him back and forth, and it's all off Boyle. You can see Boyle's saying, "I hope you fucking." You can see Boyle's full name because then he wasn't clever enough to put it under a fake account. He just put it off his own account, so Warcry Publishing, or off his own phone. So he wasn't that clever then. But they've all been screenshot by Dale. He knew it. He said, "I knew he was doing it to you, so this will help you in the future for yours because I know he's going to keep trolling you. No matter what you do," he said, "I've tried to say, let's call it a day." He just won't stop. He's absolutely obsessed with trolling people. He can't stop it. He's fucking deranged. Imagine him in a cell with no electronic devices. He'd be hang himself. 85 on, 30 thumbs up. Don't forget to push the like button. Karat. I'm sick of telling you. Rob, Emily, okay, Emily, Mark Emerson, love your son. Emily, love you all the world. Freedom, Papa Lanzo, love to you too. Wayne Karat, push the like button, Joe. I'm sick of telling you. Great kid he is. I love him all the world. Karat, he's funny as fuck. He makes me laugh. Ricard, Wayne Ricard. Sounds like something off the fucking Sopranos, doesn't he? Emily's in there again. 2 Emilys we've got today. Rob, hey Rob, son. Wayne Ricard. He said, "Look how many Ricards." I'm here, mate. Yeah, he's there. Look at him laughing at me. He's coming to see me soon. Anyway, next month. I'll get you ready, son. I'll get you back to fucking fitness. I'll get you back to normal. I'll get you ready I'll get you back on your feet properly. I'll show you some exercises and some routines and how to stretch properly and stuff like that. It's all to do with stretching and stuff when you've had injuries, you come out of hospital and I want my fucking sides killing me, hands killing me. It's not really about the weight, it's about using your own body to stretch and manipulate the muscles back into the positions and manipulate the nerves back into the positions what you want them in. You can't just lift the weight because the weight makes you just get strong doing that, but you don't have the things are all twisted in your arms and stuff. You've got to manipulate them around and pull them and twist them. It's called flossing. You floss the it's like flossing it. And when you do your teeth, you floss your teeth. You floss the muscles in your shoulder. You've got like a pain in here, like a nerve, trapped nerve. You've got to floss it through these certain exercises. They're very hard to do. They don't hurt you, but they're hard to do. But once you start doing them, and you start doing stuff like one of the best things in the world, most people suffer from really bad shoulders, but it's not actually the shoulder. It's actually scapula. It's the scapula where the bones in the back, it's like a wing, like a chicken wing, like that. You can put like that. If you do that, sometimes you'll feel, my back's hurting. And the reason why that's hurt is because you're not doing exercises to strengthen the muscles, to grab, the tendons will grab. You've got the bone, then you've got your tendons, and then you've got your muscles. So the muscles are too weak, so they're like falling off type of thing. So when they tighten up like that, it pulls all your scapula back to normal, and it also straightens your shoulders out. That's why my shoulders are straightened out now. They were like that before because of my fucking position. So you use the elastic band, and all you do is you put it in the door with a trap it in the door, and you just do that, and you do that position, do that back and forth with your hand, so out to there, and then back in, out to there. If you do like so, it's 25 reps on that one, change over and do it on that one. If you do that 2 or 3 times a week, and then hang off a bar if you can. If you can't hang off a bar, this is just as good. I'll guarantee you within about a month of doing this, your muscles in your scapula will then grip on and they'll hold. Goes upstairs, banging, and it'll hold. Oh, it's a wolf. He's massive. It'll hold the muscles on the tendons then because it'll be strong enough to hold. At the moment, your tendons, the tendons and muscles aren't strong enough to hold them. So you build up with that exercise. It's marvelous. Honestly, it's the best exercise in the world for strengthening your grip as well, because you do that as well. So you strengthen your grip and you strengthen your forearm, you strengthen your elbow, and you strengthen your shoulder, your collarbone as well. So you get both. Don't forget to push the like button. Disgusting. Yeah, totally. Watch it today, mate. Disgusting. Yeah, it is. It's foul. But when you get the other win, when you get the other stuff win with it, when you see the proof of where he's saying do this and do that, and then you see his face on the phone, and then you see the numbers are on there, and you can see my name, Brian Cockerill. He's given my name. So it's like me now with the computer saying, Wayne, there's my computer. There's my number there, son. There it is there, and you'll see like Brian Cockerill, Tommy Harrison, Terry Dicko, all these people we're doing books with. They're all on the phone to prove it's him. But then what's happened? I think the phone or the computer, then he gets the computer and he's like that with the computer. And he's putting the name on there, like type thing on the computer like this. He's got the computer, putting the name on the computer and telling him what to say and what to do. So he's got all that. And he's given it to us. So we did it. Like you see the video first, he's going, nobody's watching the videos. Well, Jamie, that video's been seen by 2,000 people since yesterday. 2,000 people know what you are now, and the 2,000 people will probably tell another 2,000 people. It'll probably be one of the most watched videos in fucking history when people start to realise how bad it is. He's talking about burning people's houses down. I got 2 lads to burn the house down, and he says, go to Cockerill's, offer him out for a fight. This is, by the way, this is why I've just come out of hospital. I was in a hospital bed, virtually paralysed. He said, go to his door. He said, I can't go to his door, I don't know what his address is. He said, give him my address. He said, here it is here. So he's texting whatever he does to his address. You can hear him doing it. I don't know if she's going to obviously keep the address off, but you'll see what he's doing. And then he's asking for I don't know Brian's number, so he gives out my number, which doesn't matter if it goes on now because I haven't got it no more. So he gives out my phone number and my address, and he says, go to the door and do what he said. He says, knock on the door and be deadly serious and tell him you want to fight with him, be deadly serious, but he'll be shitting himself. And he said, why? He said, because yesterday I got 2 people to phone him. And he said, he sat back, waited. 2 minutes to put the phone on, I think. And then he waited out a minute and said, what did you get them to do? What did you get them to say? He said, I got them both to say it. They both phoned him. It was different times they phoned, obviously. Both one phone say at 5 o'clock and the one phone say 7 o'clock. He said, you're going to get your house burnt down. And he was laughing on the phone. Another one laughing on the phone. The lad, it wasn't him, it was the lad laughing on the phone like a fucking idiot. And in the end, he got another phone call off one. We've recorded it. I'll put that up for you. We've got it where the lad's going, telling us what he's going to do. So we put it on the internet. So we all over Middlesbrough, and somebody got it from Middlesbrough. I know who you are, you fucking rat. I know you're from Stokes. I know you and everything you. And he fucking shit himself. So the lad caved the next day. The lad, we phoned him up. Emma phoned him and he said, I'm on the toilet, I'm having the shit. She's going, what did you do it for? He went, I'm on the toilet, I'm having the shit. She said, why did you do this? He said, I'm on the shit. I kept saying that. He said, well, you can talk as well as have a shit, she said to him on the phone. She went, Jamie. She went, you what? Jamie, you? She said, Jamie Boyle. Jamie got me to do it. Jamie Boyle. He said, what did you do it for? And he kept quiet again. Petrified though. He said, only a kid you could hear. Another fucking kid, yeah. He went, paid me money. You can hear him talking on the video. You can hear him mentioning it. He paid me money. So later on, he started trolling the kid. So I said, thank you so much. Thank you. He said, you're not going to hit me. I said, no, I'm not going to touch you, son. I said, just don't do. Emma said, he's fucking crazy. He's on the bed. He's mental. You're going to get yourself in trouble. She says, don't be doing this again, son. And I said, don't do it again. I said, we forgive you. I said, but please don't do this because you're going to hurt someone. And if you go and bend somebody's house and they die in the fire, he'll get caught and he'll grass you up and you'll go to jail for 30 years. He said, I promise, I swear to you, I'll never do it again. So anyway, we got a phone call. The kid about 2 or 3 months later. He went, maybe a little bit less, maybe 2 months, I'd say. He went, and he started crying on the phone. I said, calm down. He said, you need the lad from Stokes. He said, what happened? He said, he come round. We all take heroin in this place in Stokes in the park. I said, I know what you mean, the park, near the pub. And he went, yeah. He said, we were all there. He went, does anyone want to make any gear? Does anyone want a bit of gear? So you give them money and gear. He's going to give them money and gear to phone again. He says, he's asked me to do it again. So I said, no. I said, oh, I wouldn't do it. So then Shirley's phoned me and said, if you don't do it, I'm a legal secretary and I know I've checked you out. You're on the dole. I'm going to get your dole money stopped. That's what she blackmailed me. So I said, leave it with me. I said, listen, son, do you trust me? He said, yeah, I do. Trust me. She's a lying fat bastard. She's not a legal secretary. She doesn't work for the dole. She pretended she worked for the dole. I'm a legal, no, she said, I'm a legal secretary. I work for the dole. That's what she said, yeah. So he was fucking crying. Going, I can't lose my money. What am I going to do? I said, calm fucking down, will you? Leave it a couple of days and see what happens. It's just blag. She's full of shit. He said, she can't stop your money, son. She's got nothing to stop your money for. Yeah, but she works in the door. She doesn't work in the door. Trust me, son. About 3 or 4 days later, he went, oh, you're right. They've done now. He said, but I promise you, if I hear him to give anyone else around here or anyone, I'll promise you, I'll contact you straight away and I'll give you the information. He said, I can't believe that you and Emma are so good with us. He said, I can't thank you enough. I said, well, that's what we do with Christians, son. You forgive your people. I said, we forgive him. We forgive him about 3 or 4 times. We forgive him. He said, look, move on. He can't do it. He just can't do it. He's fucking mentally deranged. When he was in London and he did all that stuff, called me a spack and a retard, he come back, he had a mental breakdown. And when after his mental breakdown, he stopped drinking for a few days. So he put on this comment, he went, since I've stopped drinking and I've stopped the drugs for the last week or so, I'm in the 12 steps, I can see now my multiple personality disorders are starting to disappear, the characters, what I am. So he's admitting that he's got a multi-personality disorder. And I'm saying to him like tonight, go and get fucking help. Go and put yourself in the fucking hospital and stop fucking torturing someone because somebody's going to end up killing you. Somebody's going to come to your house and do you in. You're going to do it to their own fucking team and there's going to be a firm up there who've got sons who are like psychopaths and they'll chop you to fucking pieces. Your whole family will get chopped up. They'll do you in. That's what's going to happen to you. You're serious. You're putting your life and your whole family at risk what you're doing. And I've been fucking telling you this for 4 years, and you still won't stop. You're round the bend insane. I can't understand why you keep doing it. Thank you, Ian. I'll send that money post it tomorrow. Cheers, Ian. Cameron, good lad. Freedom, same as Wayne. Liam Clark, YouTube. Yeah, so he shit himself. And yeah, I'm still training, Ian. I'm training good. Oh, not heavy, brother. Just lightweight and like sets of 25 just to keep the blood going. My hands are starting to come back. My hand speed and my little bits of shadow boxing. I do that about 4 times a day, the bit of shadow boxing. I do a lot of stretching for my hip. It's really sore, this right hip, because of the operation. I had 7 vertebrae in my neck taken, right, calcified bone in between each one. So like between there, like that would have to be chiseled out. So when we went for an MRI, they said, come back to the hospital after about 20 minutes. They said, come back now. So we went back. What's wrong? He said, there's 6 surgeons just looked at you, because they have 6 in a team apparently in the hospital. When they do an operation, they have 6 in each team. So they all confirm the different, they all done different things. So they all went, Jesus. All 6 of us, soon as we turned the light on, the doctors, they went, Jesus. He said, the only time in 37 years I've been a surgeon, and Dr. Christian and Dr. Barty, the top 2 surgeons in the Northeast, went, we've never seen injury, not an injury. He said, we've never seen anyone's back as bad as that. And how you're squatting loads of weights and benching and walking about. And I said, I'm in pain. He said, your pain tolerance is unbelievable. He said, because anyone else would just pass out, completely pass out with the pain. Your nerve, what's happened is you've got your spinal, you've got your, what's it called? Nerve, what's it called? Fucking hell, I can't think of the name of it now. I can't think of the name, what it's called now. With your neck, what the fuck they called? Spinal cord. So your spinal cord's about as thick as my thumb, maybe thicker, about that thick. Yours is like that now, smaller than your pinky. So in there, the spinal cord goes through in here like that. That's the spinal cord. Yours is like that now. I'm just trying to put yours is a little tiny bit now, like that. He said that'll sever because the calcified bone is pulling the bones down, and it's all between your vertebrae. We're going to have to chisel all the way through all these vertebrae and chisel all the stuff out, like I'm looking chisel on a wall. He said, yeah, exactly, but at a smaller scale. You take 2 C2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 needs doing them, and fucking hell, that sounds bad. He said, this is going to be a massive operation. He said, you're talking 3 or 4 hours. It was 5 hours, 40 minutes. Anyway, they took me down, and he did it, and I come out, and he was going, oh, he's pretending he's in a wheelchair. He's pretending. I've got my friend Richie Ossity phoning. Richie never phoned me. It was you pretending to be Richie, like you did with Terry Dicko. You pretend to be Terry. He's also pretending to be Mick Sorby from Hartlepool. Lovely man. I've known him since I was 8-year-old. I've known the man fucking 50 years. Over 50 years. And trying to twist him. He was on the phone about 3 months ago. He said, son, I love you, son. You're like a son to me. I've known you since you were that big, little kid in the plate at Romaine Park when we lived there, when we were all kids, and we used to go to the beach and that. We used to take you tatting on the horse and carting with me. He said, in them days, me and Teddy Rich, he said, he's horrible, him. He said, I've never said nothing about you. He said, neither is Nick Sorb, neither is Vulture. Vulture went, I'm not calling Brian Cockerill. He said, do a documentary and a Kindle and an audio. I'll do an audio for you if you call Brian Cockerill. He went, fucking get away from me. I'll knock you clean out. And he chased him down the street. He ran like fuck. Don't ever come back to Hartlepool. He's never been back to Hartlepool since. So then he was going, it's Philly Tobin. I said, hey, Philly, all right, son? He went, no, I want to fight you 1-to-1. But it was him on Philly. What he was doing there, Nathan, he was fucking, he had the admin, if you understand. I don't understand them as much. So, say there was like 8 people doing books with him. Lee Duffy book, Paul Sykes book, Brian Cockerill, Mick Sorby, Billy Tobin, Teddy Dicko. He was the admin of all the pages. So he was going on people's page, changing it to Tommy Smith or something, then sending it under him, say, Mick Sorby, it's me, Mick, I'm going to fight you when I see your article. Or then it'll be, it's Richie Horse here, me and you 1-to-1, let's get this sorted out, calling me names all and sending me texts. It was him using my computer, it wasn't my computer, my page, sorry, what he had control of. He was the admin to it. And it was Dave Daly from Manchester, lovely lad who told me what he was doing, how he was doing it. I didn't know about computers. He said, no, he's the admin when he can go into any other page and send messages to anyone. He said he's been doing it to me for years because Dave Daly is the one who's got the Lenny McLean wall. He loves Lenny McLean. Lovely man. He come to see me and his wife a couple of times. 3 times they've been up to see me. He went, Boyle's insane. He said he's been doing this to them as well for years and years and years. Every single person you talk to is torturing just because they don't like him. Or they say something like they don't like Warcry, put on Paul Sykes with the nonce. That's their opinion. Somebody doesn't like me. That's okay. I'll move on. I don't fucking sit there wasting my life trolling people. I'm doing this because I'm going to do this to try and get myself off of these charges. It's because he said, I'm going to come to your house and rape your wife, and I'm going to bum your dogs, and I'm going to kill your dog and kill your brother. And I said to him, well, if you cut my dog with violence, I'll meet violence with violence. Even if I have to portray the worst violence ever and I fucking kill you on the doorstep, I don't care. You're not getting in this house past me to rape my wife or my fucking dog or kill my brother. And because of that, any man on here, every one of you would stand up for your wife or your mum or dad or your brother or sister. And because I've done it, because Cleveland police don't like, because they couldn't get me in the past for stuff, spiteful bastards are using it to try and put me away. It's coming on, saying you're getting 20 years. The judges phone me at 1 o'clock in the morning. So if a judge is going to phone you at 1 o'clock in the morning, he's around the bend, honestly, he is. Ricard, you must let the villainy. Yeah, the ghost of Paul Sykes lives in. That's what I'm saying. So even that, with the ghost of Paul Sykes lives in his house, and the ghost of Paul Sykes types on his typewriter, he says, and tells him what to say, and tells him what books to write. And he says the ghost of Lee Duffy. This is him live on the Jimmy O show talking, and he said the ghost of Paul Sykes said that when he was at my house, he said for 2 weeks the ghost did, and all he had is ding, 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 ding. He said I haven't got a bell in my house, so it must have been Paul Sykes from the grave. And then he said, next minute, the typewriter started typing. He's doing this on Jimmy O'Neill show. He said, it was Paul Sykes on the grave. Write my books, Jamie. I'm like, wow. And he puts the act on. Wow. All that fucking shite. Fucking bullshit. Biggest liar walking. Yeah, mate, Wayne, he has ripped some seriously dangerous people. And that's what I'm trying to tell the silly bastard. These type of people I know, especially people like the devil in Liverpool, he's a good lad. You know man about Dunya's. Really nice lad. But he's a fucking dangerous man. And the people from London he's had arguments with, serious top gangsters, mouthing off to people. And when he does get done in, because he's going to get done in, there's no doubt about it. I hope he doesn't, but it's going to happen to him. Because he can't shut that fucking mouth. He just can't shut that stupid fucking mouth. And because he's been doing it for decades, his own family members sent the family to us and said, it's not us, it's him. He's been doing this since he's 6-year-old. He's around the fucking bed. Ben has been diagnosed when he was 6-year-old with schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder. His nephew came to see me, and I knew it was multiple personality disorder. And he admitted himself, since I've stopped drinking and stopped taking the drugs, I noticed my multiple personality disorders are trying to disappear. But that only lasted 2 weeks, and he went back on the drink. He came on after about 14 days. Well, guys, I've been off the drink for 100 days. I went, looked at the day. I thought, yes, it's not been 100 days. I've been on 12 steps. And Emma said, well, wait a minute. Emma knows the 12 steps because she's been in the church for years. She said, when you have the 12 steps, you've got to go and say sorry to all the people you've upset, because that's the best thing you do, to say, I'm sorry. So you go up to people and say, like, Karad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to John, sorry to Tom, sorry to Andy. You've got to find all the people in your head who you've tortured or you've fell out with, and you go around and apologise and say you're sorry. The best thing you've got to do is repent your sins to the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'd say you're sorry to people. But you wouldn't do that, would you? You can't do that because it's not in you. Because you think Napoleon conflict, what it's called now? Conflicts, what's it called? But it's like a personality, the thing like royalty, like how dare one lad one day was driving through the town. He was Raggy's mate, who was the black lad, the Asian lad. He was going past Steel City Gym, and Boyle stood there, and he flew past. He was 10 minutes late for his fucking daughter. And you all know about kids. If you get late at the playground, they go mad to the teachers. So he's getting there to get quick to get his daughter. So he's coming back around and he's pulled over. He went, all right, Jamie went, how dare you? How dare you drive past me and not stop and talk to me? He went, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you fucking are? The lad went mad. The lad could fight. He had a big Range Rover. When he got out, he ran off. Just because he went past him in the car to pick his daughter up. Fucking how dare you? How dare you drive past me and not stop and talk to me? Really, really, what he said, how rude you are. And he really thinks he's Napoleon. The Napoleon complex, that's what it is. In other words, they think they're better than everyone else. So like a narcissist or like this. Say you say something to me and I don't like it, I think, cheeky cunt, I'll fucking knock you out in a minute, you know, my head or something. Or if it's something just like minuscule, you just think, oh yeah, forget about it. But somebody saying, I'll fight you, I say, I'll fight you. You wouldn't, you daft cunt. But with them, they've got to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on because they have to feel like they've won the battle. Because I've talked to a psychiatrist about it before. My brother was sectioned, and my brother's been in hospital for years. I've looked after him for 30 years. He's got to get a job. Jamie, I've looked after my brother for 30 years. And I've been a clinical a care worker and a full qualified trade instructor. I've worked in multiple gyms all over. I've never had to, and I run the doors. I had my own nightclubs. I had my own shops and clubs and stuff I've had over years. I've never claimed dole in my life, so you keep phoning the dole up. And I've had the dole out, letter from them. I went, if you look on the computer, I said, it's the same thing. It's been 4 times now. I said, if you look on the computer, I don't claim dole. I've never claimed dole in my life. And no disrespect to anyone who does, because my family members have had to do it. And other people I know it's hard if you're poorly and stuff. And I've never claimed dole. I've been lucky to be privileged to have jobs all the time. So I look after my brother. I'm a care worker for him. So I said, if you look at it, I'll put this down to malicious something, she said. Not a communication, malicious statement or something. She said, you won't hear again. Anyway, that was about the 3rd or 4th time they phoned me. And not phoned me. I said, well, here's my number if you want to phone me. So I've never phoned me back, but he's done it again with Emma. About 6 times he's done it with Emma. And Emma's done the same. She said it's malicious. It's the same stuff every time. It's the same when we get the text or whatever he sends them or the message. It's the same message every time, so they said. So she would put it down to malicious again. So he's fucking mental. Simon Lowe, you're all right, son? I'm seeing you for a while, Simon. Got loads of jobs for you. He's great, Simon. He's one of them like fucking people who can build anything. But you could give him a hammer and nails and build you an ark. But like fucking Noah, wouldn't he? Yeah, fucking hell. So yeah, guys, I'm just so thankful to everyone who's been watching through all the way this. I know it's fucking boring to some people. I know it's fucking goes on a bit repetitious. But when we're coming to the end where we're fucking fighting to go to the court, we need people to see what's going on, because if you see it and tell one and he tells 2 and tells 4, then people start saying, wait a minute, we've seen all the evidence on the fucking YouTube. So what we're trying to do is show the police now that they're watching. If they're watching, which we know they are, and he said he's got the police. He said the police came up last week to his house to see him. But if the police came out last week, Jamie, ex-police officer from Stockton, Cleveland Police, that copper would not be able to talk to you about our ongoing case, because that would be cast as conspiring to prevent the course of justice. So if you've already said that about 7 times, 8 times now, that the police have been and talked to you, and you've had Ray Mallam, the mayor, ex-mayor, has been liaising with you and guiding you how to put me away with other colleagues from the past who used to work with the police station. Well, that's conspiracy to prevent the course of justice. So I'm going to have to Cleveland Police investigate it now. So I'm going to put an investigation on Cleveland Police. That's what I'm going to have to do. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to get my solicitors to do it. I've already got Cleveland Police now getting investigated by the OCP. They're called the one by complaints. No complaints of something of OCP, I think it's called, and it's a complaint. So the inspector contacted Emma. He said, the complaint you put in now, we've granted it and we're on with it. She said, so what's going to happen? She said, we investigate Cleveland Police. So it's going to be Cleveland Police. She said, no. We aren't police. We work to bring the police down that are corrupt, and we work to help people that have been unjust arrests and stuff like that. So a lot of us are ex-police officers that have been tried to be corrupt police officers tried to get us to go on their side to do corrupt things in the police station. We walked away. So we now hunt these people down. We the ones who give you justice. We're the ones who give you a fair deal. So there's something not right. He said there's something definitely not right with this case. There's no way somebody's house you can give evidence to the police and show them that he's threatened to burn your house down 3 years ago, and then he's burnt your house down. You've said, and also he's put all your windows through. So and you've got all the screenshots of him saying that 3 years. You've got a witness to say it. They should have took all these devices. Every device should have been took off him. His wife's, everything, even the computer where she works at, that would have been took off her as well. The station in the Citizen Advice Bureau, the whole lot's got to go. He's opened the can of worms now. He won't be able to stop. She's relentless, Emma. She's relentless. Constantly gathering evidence because she's scared in case I get nicked and go to jail. That's what she's frightened of. Pardon me. Joe Boswell. Ian Cameron. Freedom, what you like to buy, what you to buy. Oh yeah. Yeah, so he's a decker in the house and he's talking to the decker and you can hear him talking to the decker. You can't hear the decker, he's just I think he's probably talking over the phone or something to leave him the message. They're not talking back and forth, so he's left it like a voicemail. It is, you can hear him talking. I had you in my house. I give you coffee, tea, food, took you to Portside grave, and you fucking seen. You went, oh, it's irrefutable evidence. He said you can't get away with that. 100% facts I give you. And then what you do, you get Jamie Boyle on your show just to get big yourself up. You're sitting there, I hate trolls, and calling Brian Cockerill and calling them a Cockerill, and they've done nothing wrong. So what's happened to him, hasn't it, your friend? What's happened to Darren G, your friend? What's happened to all the wrongings you've got? And why are you saying when you get off trains, I like young rent, I like, where's the rent boys, you said? And then you've got two kids in the newspaper, 15 and 16-year-old, tried to burn me out. Well, they did try to burn the house down because they set a firebomb in my garage and a firebomb in the car, and they smashed the windows 3 times. And we had non-stop phone calls going to burn the house down. Simon Amber's come forward and told the whole world what you've done. Then you started on Simon. That day, Simon contacted and said, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not lying. I'm going on a show tonight, and I'm going to be going on talking about you, what you've done. He said, because you got me to do these things, and they were wrong. He said, if we have to go to jail, and I have to go to jail, we both have to go to jail. But I'm going to tell the police the truth if they nick me. And if Brian asked me to go to court, I'll go to court. He said, I'm not sitting in my bedroom, depressed, make myself ill, thinking, you got me to phone the Cockerells to pretend to be someone having an affair with Emma. And the great thing was being Emma together for 40 odd days. I'd never seen for 30 years. So we got back together and got married. And we were like little 2 kids on the city watching telly and tickling their feet and messing about, just like school fucking kids we were like. So all that time we was phoning, I knew she'd done nothing. She's never, even all the years ago, I knew what she was like. So she's not like that. So he tried to split us up. The reason why he tried to split us up, guys, because I'm illiterate with computers. I haven't got a clue. I said, how can Jamie send my message off mine? Don't be stupid, Emma. That's my name there, Brian Cockerill. So how's he going to send that? Because that would come up with Brian Cockerill. She said, no, you don't understand. Obviously, I know a little bit more, but you can change it to Tommy Smith, pretend that's your new password. What's the password? Like when you do your phone, you can change the password and it becomes a person. It might be a fake account. What's a fake account? I couldn't understand it because it wasn't computing, because it wasn't my thing. And in the end, she showed me, oh my God, she did. Mid-East came, Jamie Lee went, look, right, I'll show you. She got the computer, went, that name there, change that to that one, that one. Yeah. The Jolly Green Giant you put on. Now, the Jolly Green Giant, now I send messages to your computer and it comes up as a Jolly Green Giant, but it's really still your computer and your name's on it. I went, fucking, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how easy it was. Still, I'm going to fucking clue, tell you the truth. I'm going to fucking clue. Couldn't do it myself, but yeah, my thumb's always fucking up with this bad hand. Thumbs up for Mark Emerson. Fucking hell, Rock. Where's Rock? Where's your Rock, son? Look, where's the Rock? What's this? Rock profile pictures from 30 minutes. Elwick, what's this? Near shootings. He isn't called Boyle, is he? I forget to come back tomorrow. Ian. Yeah, come back tomorrow. Jesus, Rock scene. It, mate. We're in Carrad. Fucking told you, it's fucking mental over here in Middlesbrough, in the North East. The people getting shot every other day. They're fucking waiting article in Stockton and Middlesbrough. It's fucking mad. It's the worst place in the whole of Great Britain to live. And it's the most scariest place to live, because the most place to get stabbed, I would think, would be London, Liverpool, and Manchester. It's not. Per person, they could do it, say, per 10,000 people or 1,000 people. Per 1,000 people or 10,000 people, Middlesbrough's the worst place. Cleveland's the worst place on the planet, which is Middlesbrough, Stockton, Billingham, Hartlepool, and Middlesbrough, Stockton, Hartlepool, Billingham. They're all classed as Cleveland Police. It's the same area, you see. So when you put it together, all little towns, there's fucking hundreds of thousands of people in every little town. You talk a lot of people when you put all the towns together. But it's the worst place, and it's the most corrupt police force in history. You can put it in. Where's the most corrupt police force in history? It'll come up middle of a police station, or it'll come up Cleveland Police. They were even at the football match, and it was on all the banners, big load of fucking banners. It was about 4 or 5 months ago. Cleveland Police, the most corrupt police force in history, or whatever it was, like words to that effect. Teddy said, his nephew was at the match. He said the banners are about 20 foot high, 20 foot long. They all rolled them out on the fucking bin, and it was like right at the top. You could see all the corrupt Cleveland Police are corrupt. So even the fucking football, I think it's 36,000 people at the place all fucking clapping, knowing they're corrupt. Horrible police force. Look, when Jamie phones up, my wife phones up and said, my windows are going to get smashed with the police. Oh, you just ignore it. Just ignore it. What do you mean just ignore it? Just ignore it. So we ignored it. I'm sitting down the live. Brick comes through, misses Emma's head by about 2 inches, hits the floor, big chip out of it like that. And I couldn't do that. I was in a wheelchair. So I was here. I could have only went out in the wheelchair. So about 4 days later, I said, I'm going to get up anyway. I'm fucking trying to do these exercise, get myself right. Anyway, I'm sat there, going to get your window smashed. Right enough, 6 o'clock at night, windows go through. Next minute, we're going to firebomb your car. You're going to get your house firebombed. Next minute, no, we're going to get was the garage off I can't which one, but yeah, you're going to have firebomb your house. So they threw the firebomb at the car, and it hit the roof and bounced off the roof, and the petrol come out the bag. It was in like a bag thing. Went under the garage and set alight all the garages on fire. You can see it on the internet. And then the neighbours come out with fire extinguishers. She's going, I live 10 miles. Where I live, there's not one person got a fire extinguisher. So I'm lying again. You can actually see the people with that shh. You can see the stuff coming out of the OCD. What's it called? COD is it called? To put the flames out. One was an ambulance driver. One was a paramedic. They lived a couple of doors away. One's a screw. And the police from next door phoned them as well. And they never turned up. And the neighbour of the road phoned them, and one around the corner is a doctor, and his wife's a doctor. They never come. And the man over the road, he's a businessman. They phone, and the lady up around the corner. The Asian people at the top, lovely people. They have their own garages and they've got their own taxi places. They phoned them. Never turned up. Police did, yes. But when Jamie phones, he turned up with 17 police and response. Come to my house and arrested me. In the early hours of the night, about 11 o'clock, I just had my medication. I had oral morphine, tramadol tablets. I don't know where I was at, and I had clozapam from the restless leg syndrome. The fucking scumbags come to my house and shout, Brian, you're under arrest. I'm police. You're under arrest for threats to kill Jamie Boyle. And now he's saying he hasn't made a statement. Now, if you never made a statement, I wouldn't have been locked up. So you can't. Somebody can say you with your wife, and your wife gets assaulted. Your wife has to make a statement. Your husband can't say, oh, my wife got beaten. What happened next? Because she's the one being assaulted. Now, if your husband got assaulted, the wife can't make a statement and say what happened to him. Only a witness statement you can do to back him up. But he has to put his name on his declaration and sign it and say, yes, I want these people charging. You sign the statement. It's on the computer and it's signed on there on the computer. You wish to go ahead, and the next time you get another statement, it's called an impact statement. You had to do both of them. So Boyle, I was told not to go near Jamie Boyle on my bail conditions, not to go near Shirley Ann Boyle, not to go to Stokesay where you were living, but you're not there now. And there was no mention of a child. You're already making this up to try and make it look bad. Now let me reiterate what I said the other day. You've done the same with Dale. You went, you baldy bastard, you fucking scumbag, or you'll be dying cancer. And Dale said, you were definitely unhinged. When what have you said there, Dale? You're going to kidnap my son? Look, trying to put stuff in that wasn't even there. Dale went, what you fucking on about? I never mentioned your son. And he started pretending Dale tried to kidnap his son. The same shit. All the same shit every time. And then he did it with Simon. When Simon did it, he was saying Tim was threatening his family, his son, his wife, threatening to rape his wife. Simon's not that type of person. You can see by the man. He's old, like 1950s school, even further back, like the 50s, not the 70s. He's one of the more school who'd rather have a fight with you and get beat and move on and shake your hand. You can see he's just a proper gentleman. And everything he says, you can hear coming out of his voice. You can see it's not made up. You can see it's not like you, Boyle, sweat like a fucking pig, sweating like a fucking rapist on the videos. It's you again with your lies. And now he's come out with it. You look what you are, a wrong. I mean, when she puts them gay rape on things up tomorrow, it proves what you're into, little boys. We can prove you're into little boys. We can prove 100% because you're still. Why would anyone have it? That's what I caught you when I walked in. Me and Bobby and Maniok can prove it as well. Maniok was in your house. He was. You were in the house. Maniok went to see you for a book, I think it was, and he went to see you, and he written a couple of songs about me. So he did the songs, and he went to see you. And as he was there, Jamie was upstairs. I said, "How are you in, Maniok?" Jamie said he come down. Jamie said Jamie's in the shower. Maniok said I was at the table, sat there, like, just looking at stuff on my phone. And he come down with a towel round his waist, tied. There's nothing wrong with that. One round his top, and he's walking down like that, getting dried. And he went, "Do you know what, Maniok?" And he said, "Study, put the towel down." So he's only got this one thing on. He said, "You know your eyes?" He said, "They're the most gorgeous blue eyes I've ever seen on a man. But I don't mean that in a gay way, but your eyes are beautiful." Maniok said, "I've got this fucking, like, whoa, they right through me like a fucking shake." Next minute, it's me, Big Brian went, "Oh, fuck, Brian saved me." So we call him Blue Eyes now, Frank Sinatra. And he can tell you that story. He'll 100% tell that story. He said, "Like, fuck you," and Bobby turned up. He said, "I fucking shit myself. Weirdo." Then you said, on another video I've got where you say, John Pierce was the European champion, ABA champion from the gym where you used to box when you went a few times when you were a kid. You turned around and said, "John, I had a crush on you. I used to watch you get changed in the toilet in the gym. I mean, watching him downstairs. I had a crush on you when I was a kid. I used to watch you get changed. You're a fucking weirdo, yo." John Pierce went, "I'll punch his fucking head if I see him." Yeah, saying that to someone. He went to the gym just to watch men get changed. You weren't going to the gym, right? You box. You won't go to the gym. You admitted to me you used to go to watch them get changed. But you've said it on the video. We've got it. So if you're going to say I'm lying there, Emerald, put that up again. We've got you again and again and again going on about men. Well, if you're gay, you're gay. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you dress up as a woman calling yourself Beryl, and your wife's walking around the house, and your kids, all these fucking friends are at school going, your dad's dressed up as a woman. They're all laughing at him, all the kids at school. They're all laughing at the child at school. And the thing about the child was, when I told you before, he got the kid to go to school saying, "Oh, my dad can fight Brian Cockerill. My dad can fight Brian Cockerill." So what I've done is, I give him the heads up. I said, "Listen, you fucking idiot, because you put under a fake account. I knew it was him again. Baldy Bryce, I knew it was him, right?" So I went, "Listen, you idiot. You don't have to tell your son or Shirley, but my nephews are at the same. They're at the Catholic school around the corner. I think it was. I don't know if it's Protestant school or wherever they were at, but that another school just around the corner from him. They heard that Jameson was going around saying, 'Oh, Jameson Boyle's telling everyone that Brian Cockerill bottled it and he didn't turn up at the gym in Steel City.' So my nephew went around and said, 'No, you didn't. Stop telling lies.' So he didn't pull him. So my cousin, she phoned me. She said, 'Well, you have a word with these two. One's 15, one's 16, my nephews. And they're brilliant fighters, and both of them would have destroyed their son in 2 seconds. But I wouldn't want that to happen to a kid.' So I said, 'Behave yourselves, you two.' She said, 'Oh, no, I'm not having him calling you and that daft Jamie, but I'll smash his face in it. I'll smash him in as well.' She said, 'No, my nephew. I would donate him, son. You'll only put to jail. The 15-year-old would destroy him. He's a really good fucking boxer, and the 16-year-old. So I said, 'Look, don't touch the kid. It's not his fault. His dad's a fucking divvy.' He said, 'We know you just slap him and knock him out when you're Uncle Brian.' I said, 'Yeah.' I said, 'If you hit him, I'm going to stop coming for you. I'm going to stop training you.' I said, 'I know I'm pulling it tomorrow, but when I get a plate, I'll get you back in the gym with us.' 'Oh, you promised me.' I said, 'Promise me you won't say nothing to him.' He said, 'Well, we won't.' So they never even mentioned the kid. So I said, 'You need to stop doing this, because your son could have got filled in today by my 2 nephews.' But I stopped it. So don't worry, but don't say nothing to Shirley or the kid. Oh, he's got something to beat my son up. No, I didn't. So that's why I went to some solicitor. 'What is he on about?' I said, 'I told her the stuff,' she said. I said, 'I showed her on the computer.' She said, 'Well, that's not.' She said, I mean, even if it was true, she said, 'That's a fake account. That's him under Tommy Smith, whatever, talking to you. If that's Boyle, and you have said, you did say, I'm going to get my nephews to beat you up,' which I didn't. On the Bible, I didn't. I just said, 'Stop getting your son to go around,' because you got your son over the videos in London. He's showing the kids around in the school. Did he go, 'Look at how tough your dad is. A Cockerill there and come and meet me.' No, I couldn't meet you, Jamie, because we're in a fucking hospital bed, paralysed with the neck down. You coward. You're a coward. So there's what happened. So then you pretended I threatened your son, your wife. You said I went to, then the next minute you said, put the record straight, Shirley went, 'Oh, it wasn't Brian and them who threatened my son with a knife. It was somebody else from Middlesbrough,' and then referred it to Terry Dicko. So you've had this story from Dale threatening your son and your wife. Me threatening your wife and your son. You've had it from Simon threatening your wife and your son. It's always the same, wife and son, and nobody's threatened your wife and son. It's you threatening other people's wives and sons and daughters, like the Duffy family, the 3 daughters and the granddaughter and the son. You've threatened them all. You fucking animal. Anyone got any questions? Yeah, it is the most dangerous place it's not because of the size, Mark. When it's over, what they do is the class it pair every 1,000, I think it is. So say there's 1,000 arrests or 10,000 arrests maybe. Per 1,000 people, the amount of people that are arrested, there's a lot more here than it is in London or Manchester or Liverpool or Nottingham or anywhere else on the planet. Not on the planet, in Great Britain. It's the worst place. So more people in the per 1,000 get arrested and more people get stabbed, and it's more likely to be stabbed, it says, in Middlesbrough than anywhere else, or more likely to be robbed in Middlesbrough, like Lingford Road. You're more likely to be robbed there than anywhere else in the country. It just shows you how bad it is. Fucking crazy. But when I was on the streets, none of that happened. When I was on the streets in the 80s, I stopped all the guns coming through. I stopped most of the prostitution, not the prostitution, but stopped most of the heroin. And I stopped loads of prostitution when I had the clubs. I said, look, you can't be standing there with the girls. And when the punters will come and say, fuck off, and I'll knock you clean out, you fucking dirty cunt. I chased them. So they ended up going to another part. I started going to Stockton in the end on the Thornaby Bridge. Because I chased them out of Middlesbrough doing it. Because there was kids in fucking, like an estate right next to where they were all doing it. It was fucking wrong. And I had the security of that estate. I had people, people's houses were getting burgled and everything. So when I got the posters, the yellow posters, this is funny, this. I go to Middlesbrough. And I put the posters up in different shops and different places. £50 a week I used to charge them. Or £50, £200 a month for me to come straight out of emergency, or £50 a month. It was just like calling in once a month or something. And none of them got robbed, none of them got ripped off. But all my posters started going. So I thought, it's another fucking firm that's trying to be clever. So I'm looking for these people all over the night. I'm sitting in the van, and I'm going to another car and things like that. So I used to have my dog in the van. So I'm looking for them. Look at Billy Cunningham, evening mate, Freedom, you okay? So I was looking at me, bastards are taking the posters down. Look, anyway, I'm seeing these 2 kids, about 12 years old, with a fucking pair of like these little ladders, little step ladders. They're like that, screaming, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I said, all the other kids have got them on the walls. We want them on our wall, and we want them on the bedrooms. Say, no, mum, dad, you can't come in, because look, Brian Cotter projects his premises 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I thought, I can't hit the kids, so I ended up going to get another 50 made. I went around, give all the kids the fucking posters. All the kids in that area had fucking posters on the bedroom wall or on the fucking front bedroom door saying, do not enter these premises because they're protected by Cockerill security 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what I did, I said, everyone else had blue boards and black ones and green ones and yellow and white. I thought, what's dangerous? I thought red's too much. I know, yellow has like nuclear waste or fucking danger, yellow. So I got the yellow posters and I got them done in black and red. So it was yellow, black and red. Warning in black. The yellow poster was like about that big. Put on the walls. Yeah, but that's all I got. The posters were getting stolen. It was fucking, but it was off children. It was fucking funny as fuck. I went into a place, these fuckers were all in the place taking crack and stuff. That was at the Highfield Hotel. There was a pub, it was the Halfpenny, it shut down. So they were in there, and there was loads of stuff in antique stuff in there and stuff. So Charlie the dog, who was in the documentary, McIntyre, Charlie, get him out. Ooh, screaming like fuck, running up the doors and everything, legs getting bitten, all sorts. Charlie chased the cunts all over, come back with him. The woman came out, the pub, it was there. Hotel, so she came up with a fucking big bone for him. Go and get that bone off that woman. Go and get the bone. And he ran over, got the bone, sat back down like that. Really good dog, him. Vicious as fuck he was. Yeah. Funny as fuck, that dog. Made me laugh. Coppers pulled me over. He said, every time we pull you over, the dog tries to bite us because he's fucking sick. He is pulling us over. 3 times today you pulled me over for the same fucking shit. I'll have to be fucking there now. Yeah, they were fucking disgusting. But yeah, it is disgusting where you see the fucking images she's got. Oh my god! You could. What you got to do is this: now you've got to look at it for as a just be the normal people. Put your shoes in the victims. Like say it was Mark, Big Mark, Emerson. But what would you do if it was your wife? Would you sit there and let someone come in your house? Would you fuck? You'd run the cunt over with a lorry about 50 times. You'd throw the cunt off the top of the fucking bank and salt there. You wouldn't let your fucking family get fucking your wife raped or your fucking family hurt, your dog's hurt. And because I stood up for my family, I've been arrested by vermin police. Vermin, that's all you are. I mean, look at Maria Howard. Another one major operation. She had an operation where she had chemo for about a year. She got rid of it and then come back. So this time, it was into stage 2. They had to open her up and take half a lung out. She's only got half a lung on one side of her chest. And it's been all took out. 50-odd-year-old with 3 kids. He was going, I'm going to get your kids took off. You imagine your head must be fucking, I'm bad enough. I've got family, my Bobby's here, and I've dogs, and I've got support and stuff. She's got just 3 little kids. So one of them's got ADHD and one's got autism. They are hard work, but they're lovely people, lovely kids. But they are stressful to look after. And he's stressing every the kids saying, I'm getting your kids took off you. I'm getting you. She was believing it in the end because he fucking never stopped texting her. You're going to jail. You're getting 8 year and 6 year. I've got the police coming to your house in the morning. I've spoken to the police officers and North Yorkshire Police have liaisoned with me. The same fucking shit again. So even with Maria's stuff, they must have seen it thought. So when they said, look, we've got the download stuff, and he said, well, I want all the downloads. So we got this special thing where I think it's like a dongle, not dongle, what they call them things, like a fire stick or something. You stick it in, I think, and everything just downloads straight away onto the stick. I think that's what it is. And when they started looking at the things what she's supposed to have said, they went, well, that's a fake account. That hasn't said that. What he said he started it. So they've looked at mine. Maria said they've just looked at everything in it. I've never said one malicious thing. He said she was right trying to get gangs together to attack him. All that. She said she's supposed to have smashed these windows. That was all fucking shit. How could she run about when she had fucking cancer with half her chest missing? She give them all the evidence. They went, it's impossible to run about with their injuries. She'd have had doctors going to court and everything. So they've looked at it and thought, there's nothing here. So he's going, well, what about this and what about that? And we're trying to get it done. And they went, listen, we've checked everything. Her solicitor's gone through it through a 5-tooth comb and PowerPointed everything and shows it all. Everything you've told us, there's nothing there. There's no truth. All it is Maria having an opinion and sticking up for Brian Cockerill and Emma Cockerill. There's no threats of her. There's nothing. So we can't get it done for inciting violence when she hasn't incited violence. We can't get it done for smashing your window when she can't even walk hardly. We can't get it done for fucking malicious communication because there's no malicious communication. It's her opinion. He still doesn't get it. He can't handle. If somebody says to me tonight, well, I don't like your show. I don't like that Karad. I'd probably fucking punch them all over if they said that. Like, if I don't like Karad, I'd probably batter them for that one. I probably haven't gone to jail for that. Love Karad. He's like my little son, Karad. When he's a good kid, he always texts me every day, lovely messages, lovely heart he is. So yeah, the poor kid, you're right. So he's got a good heart, him, Ricard, really good heart he's got. Same as Mark Emerson, same as Rock, all of them. The Indians the same. What I know for a fact, I can tell the way he talks. Lovely people, but we all have the same thing in common. We all want a fucking divvy. It's just fucking. We just wanted this fucking stop. We went over. All I asked for was, Jamie, no disrespect, but when I worked with John Blake Publishing, I've done multiple books. I've done a book with I did a book with Charlie Bronson called Solitary Fitness. It sold over 120,000 copies. The man who sold the book, Steve Richard, made £1.2 million off it. I did another book. First book I did was about 2018, I think it was. Or even before, 2008, 2000, I think it was. And it was called Street Fighters. And I did that with Julian Davis, and I was ranked #1 best fighter in that book. And also, that was his opinion, and he took me on the pads. He see me in the back garden at the pads, and he was going, fucking hell. He said, I said, why wouldn't you keep going with it? Because you were taking me fucking shoulder. He said, I thought you were going to dislocate my shoulder. He said, I've never known anyone hit as fast and as hard. He said, in the middle of Reading Gazette, if you want to go and Google it, I'll put it in. I think you have to go and get it. Maybe I'll put it on here anyway. You can see it on the archives. It says, well, in my opinion, he said, I've took hundreds of people on the pads and I've boxed quite a few fights like for money, but I've never had so much power in my life. But Brian Cockerill said he was hitting me that hard. I think he could knock a wall down. He said, phenomenal speed and balance and everything. He said, but I had to stop because he was hurting my shoulders. He felt I was going to dislocate my shoulder. He said, I've never had that power. So he said in the middle of the ring was a fighter like Brian Cockerill comes around every 50 or 100 years. His height, his weight, his speed, his fitness, he's got everything. His agility, his neck's 23 inches. He said, so the power when you hit him, how are you going to put him down with that weight and that thick muscle on his neck like a shock absorber? He said, the man, in my opinion, is like I say, only 50 to 100 years. A fighter like him comes around, he's special. So, and that was what he put in the paper. So Boyle seen it, and then jealousy come out again. He's from the fucking bend because he's always on those Paul Sykes. Paul Sykes used to rape kids in jail, and I taxed him twice. Duffy offered him out, and Dave Garthide offered him out twice. And a lad from Wakefield beat him up with a fucking chair. Then another lad from Blackpool, I think, or Birmingham beat him. Was it Blackburn? It was a rugby player. I think it was Blackburn come through to fight him. Someone was on here. It was the day, but he said he come through to fight me. He waited 2 hours and Sykes never turned up. So then the lad come back a couple of weeks later and found Sykes and battered Sykes all over. Sykes never came out of the house in Wakefield for months. He was that scared to come back. That shows you what a coward he is. To everyone who was a man, he loved to grape young kids. I mean, the whole city of Wakefield got petitions up. The whole city of Wakefield, thousands of them signed the petition to get him out of Wakefield. That's a monster. A pure monster. He was going on the school parks going, give us a blowjob. He said he couldn't do nothing. His urges were still there, but he couldn't do nothing. What you meant is, Jamie, he couldn't physically do anything because he couldn't grab them and grape them because he couldn't. He was an old man. His hands were fucked. A bit like my hands. Karma got him, and he couldn't grape anyone no more. So he'd shout, "Come and give us a blowjob. Give us a W&K. Bend over and I'll give you one from behind." And these were like 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. So what they did then is the kids started going over because he used to knock them out in the park when they were 13, 14-year-old, wear a big sombrero hat. So they were all laughing at him. When they come over, you want me to battle him because he could fight. Knocking 14-year-old kids out. And then 14-year-old kids became men, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So they went looking for him. They were big, he was in a skip. And they set petrol in it and set him alight. Sykes was burnt alive, nearly roasted him alive, nearly in the skip. And in the end, they used to go up to him and put dog shit on him. And they used to go up to him and crack eggs on his head and piss on him, fucking get dog shit and rub it in his face and everything. He couldn't do nothing back. So Peter Fury said that man had an horrific death, and rightly so. And also Johnny Nelson said what he did in his lifetime was horrific, but he got his just desserts in the end because he died a horrific death. So that's where he got bullied. Bullies always get bullied in the end. That's why I know I've got no worries about getting bullied, because apart from the internet troll shit, I go to the pubs. Nobody's going to come to me and want to fucking beat me up at my age in the state I'm in. I've done my stuff. And when I go to the person, "Hey, Brian, can we get a picture, mate? Oh, brilliant, it's a taxi man. Oh, you get over here." Everyone's excited and everyone's buzzing. When he comes, they all look at him. He's paraffin lamp tramp. You can't go in a pub and have a drink anywhere, Jamie. You're not allowed to. The only time you go in pubs for drinks is a policeman. You're admitted going. We've got videos after videos. You've got that policeman on your show, on the Sean Atwood show, talking about the Lee Duffy murder and divulging information which is against the law for it to do, because they're saying a secret official act, I think it's called. You sign that as a policeman, you sign that as a priest, Catholic priest, you sign that as a doctor, you sign it as a, stop it, Eli. You sign it as a policeman, and you sign it as a social worker. So if a social worker was at court with someone, and then it was a nonce, and there he's a nonce, he lives at such and such, she would be struck off straight away, like a barrister. If you tell a barrister something, like I really killed him, they're not allowed to divulge it. It's called patient confidentiality or client confidentiality between you, or doctor confidentiality with patient. You're not allowed to divulge it. You have now, Roy Morton or Ray Morton, you've now broken that secret official act by doing what you've done. You're not allowed to know why you're not allowed to mention Lee Duffy's murder, because the Lee Duffy family haven't given you permission. You've got to get permission off the family. And also, you were involved in that murder because you were involved in the murder trial. How dare you give information on the Lee Duffy family when the Lee Duffy family, Carl Edwards, and Lee's mum and dad and brother and sisters can't get information, but you give it to Jamie Boyle. And whatever you have given him, I'm not saying you give him everything, you might have given him that much, but now because you've been with him as a police officer and you give him credibility because you sat with him as a police officer involved in the murder of Lee Duffy, and whatever you give him, he's made it from 5 to 5,000 things. Coming out with all his shit. Lee got stabbed 7 times. And Allo had the knife on him all the time when he went out to murder him. All lies. Allo got the knife shot down. He picked it up and stabbed Lee in fear. So it wasn't the murders when saved. You think, right, being crowd, but to get a gun tonight, we're going to stab someone, or we're going to shoot someone tonight. So if we do that, we conspire to go and murder someone, you go to jail for life. So Allo got off because he never murdered him. It was a street fight that went wrong. He was in fear of his life. He picked the knife up and slashed out in fear, caught him under the armpit, and he died. He bled to death. He never died. And he said, oh, the ambulance got called. There was no ambulance called, Jamie, because my mate Mark took him in the car from where he was, because they were in the Blues together. There was a big load of them. And they put him in the car and took him to the Middlesbrough General Hospital, and he died on his way to the hospital. You were saying, oh, the ambulance was only 4 minutes away to Charlotte. No, it wasn't, because where Teddy lives, to the top of that road, you could probably walk it in 10 minutes. So an ambulance with a blue light on would probably get there in 2 or 3 minutes. There was no ambulance phoned. No one phoned an ambulance. Nobody thought, because it was like that much of a shock with all the blood being everywhere and stuff. People panic. When if I had been there, I'd have stood on his chest. I'd have stood under his armpit and pressed it down with a cord and held him so the blood wouldn't come up. That's what I'd have done, because I'm trained. I'm a full qualified. I got 99 out of 100 for first aid in 1995 and 96 in what's it called? Cockerill jail. What's it called? What's it called? Harrogate. No, what's it called? Not Harrogate. Fucking hell. I can't. I've got it between two words. I've got it. What the fuck? Haverick. It was called Haverick. Yeah, I was in Haverick jail. I did that, and I did I did my level 1, 2, and 3 for training instructor, and I passed that. I can take up to 50 people at one time, and that's why you called me a nonce and a paedophile. Well, how come when I was in jail, I was allowed to go to the jail to check everything, to train handicapped kids, to train women, to train fucking men. I was in that gym for about 3 months looking after people. So if I had all these things on my record, what you tell people, I would never have got to go in the jail, and also I would never have got to go in all these schools I've got to. I went into 3 schools in Thornaby. You were actually with me. One of them, no, you went with that one. It was the other one. Me and Bobby was there. So we went to the other one in Thornaby. You were there, and I got in the schools. So how can I get in these 3 schools? Then it said Brian Cockerill today has been in Hartlepool in what was it called? Where people go when they're kids, and they keep them there till they're 21, 22, and then they let them out. I can't remember what it's called. Not a prison or it's like for kids who struggle. I can't remember what it's called now. Like a hostel. In a hostel they were in. And we went in there and we talked to them. Then we also went into the Whitby Street. We got a lad off the street who was on heroin and crack. Let him stay at our house a couple of days, give him money, got him baccy, big packs of baccy and lighters and stuff, and got him 2 Kentuckys, took him to the place, took him 2 days driving about to get him a COVID. Because he was tested for COVID. It was the last day, and it was called Whitby Street in Hartlepool, and it was a rehab for people. And when I got there, I pulled up with about 20 young lads. Hey, Brian. It's Brian Cockerill. It's Brian Cockerill. Everybody in the road coming out getting pictures of me again. And then I got the kid in the hostel in the place. I wouldn't be able to set foot in there if I was a drug addict or I was on a paedophile. What you're saying, everyone's a paedophile, Jamie. But the one that you do, you're deflecting everything off yourself because it's used the wrong one. You're the one who watched gay rape porn. You're the one who sent gay rape porn to people. You're the one who said, when you got off the train, where's the rent, boys? You're the one who fucking was in there. Jimmy O's going, I might come out in the next 2 years, I'm gay. Me and Oscar Wilde, I've got the same things in common. We're both gay and we both like young boys. So I've got that as well for the police to say. You keep saying the same things. And then the 2 young boys you sent to my house, 16 and 15-year-olds, pedal on my house, all because of Jamie Boyle. He told them we were paedophiles, me and Emma. Emma, a paedophile. You're on the fucking bend. And you paid them £500. We've got the screenshots of the kids where you paid them. We've got their phones. We've got the screenshots of their phones. We know the 2 names of them. We know where they live. One in Billingham, one in Middlesbrough. But they were done in. We got beat up. Not because of me, because of the people like me. We got battered twice. One got us because they tracked him down with a motorbike because it was called the gas and it only does 4 mile. So you get 4 mile off a gas with a full tank. And they went out from Ingleby Barwick to near Groville way. He was caught in the alley with the bike off the man who was about 25-year-old young lad, 25-year-old man, 25-year-old, and caught him bang the right with the motorbike and fucking battered him all, stamped all over his head and booted him all over, all because of you, Jamie. And they've never been back now because they know the truth. We're not fucking paedophiles, because they know what we are. Because the mum's told them. Because the mum said, "Oh my God, my son's only from Brian Cockerill's house now." She was in the bingo, and you know yourself, once, "Oh, Brian Cockerill's house been burned." Now, just like somebody's just been on here with the rock for that shooting. It goes around like fucking wildfires, things like that. So, especially my name, and everyone in Billingham's talking about it. Then I went and seen Chris Curry, he got the lads, and went, they're the ones who did it. And then they showed us the phones. But we went on the phone police on the 16-year-old and 15-year-old and put them in jail for fucking 10 years or something for what he's done. We thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I think he's got 7 or 8 brothers and sisters, 7 or 8 brothers and sisters, multiple brothers and sisters, and the mum and dad, and they're all Christians. So I mean, I said, we can't fucking do this to a good family. So you can see them all in the church in a video, they're all singing. That scumbags come around, what's the word? Groomed the young kids into doing it. Groomed them. That's what you do. Groom people like with the books. "Oh, I promise I'm going to get you a gas Darren and trail bike, son. Yeah, I'm right. I think they do 4 miles for a full tank." And what they've done is they've worked out where I lived, with the sat navs and stuff. They reckon it could be there or there, them 2 places. Because there was 2 of them on the bike. They pulled up one. One looked like a little girl, blonde hair. Looked about another young kid, about 15-year-old, with little skinny thing. He's not what it's pretty much like. It's always young kids. He's not around with little kids. Little kids. I mean, Oscar Wilde like young boys. Why did you say that on the GBO show? Try and refute it. And I'll get Jimmy. I'll tell you who's got all this for me. Another witness is going to go to court for us. It's still talking. Talks got all the stuff. He's got everything on his computer. What you've done. He's got you going. Brian Cockerill was the best fighter ever. I can't believe I've got him. He's the best this you've ever. He was the best ever in Tayside. He was higher than the police. Everybody wanted to be him. Everyone knew him. His name was the law on the streets. This is your version. He said he was. All the police wanted him more than anyone. He said, "I've seen 7 different statements where he's been charged for murder. Now he's saying I'm making them all up." And then he said, "Brian Cockerill never bullied anyone. Brian Cockerill is a lovely man. Me and my wife love him." He said he's 54 at the end of his fighting days, but to beat him in a fight, it'd be like wrestling a wild bear. It'd have to be something really special to beat him. And then you went on and said, Brian Cockerill fought all the top men in this area and beat them all. And then you went and said, Brian Cockerill would never hurt someone like me, my wife. He would never hurt innocent people or children or women. But now you're saying I'm a nonsense and have sexually abused old women and kids and stuff. Where's your proof? Where's your proof, Jamie? There is none, because it's all in your cuckoo head. Because that's what you like to call people. That's the first thing you reach for. The first thing what he does, you've got like an MO. You've got like these murders, say, like Jack the Ripper, just for instance. It was the same MO where he killed them. He used to gut them from down below, cut them up, and leave their bodies construed all over. Or the Boston Strangler. He'd murdered them at a certain day on a certain time and strangle them, say like with a yellow scarf or something. Or they would take like trophies like a pair of knickers or a pair of earrings or a ring or something, and then the fantasise, go back in the bed and fantasise what they've done to something. So you've got that same trait. You keep saying the same thing. I'm going to bum your dog. I'm going to rape your wife. I'm going to burn your house. It's always the 3 sames in a row. I'm going to get my mate. I'm going to get my mate to fight you. You've said that about 500 times to me. But imagine the jury seeing 500 times him saying, "I'm going to stop the case. It's going nowhere." About 500 times he said to me, "Well, he's got something to foot for. I phoned this one. I phoned that one. I've got him coming to your house. I've got the police coming. I've got the judge on the side. I've got the barristers on my side. I've talked to a judge at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've talked to Crown Prosecution Service." Coppers, when I phoned them, said, "Look," I said, "he's on about his phone." He said, "Can I just stop you there?" He said, "There's no way you could phone the CPS. We have to gather all the evidence. And as of now, Brian, there's nothing there. There's not a thing." And this was like 30 months. It's been 30 and a half months now. So it's nothing in the 13 months. We've got nothing. We can't find anything up to now. And he said, "To be quite honest, I don't think we're going to find out." He said, "Because we would have found it by now." So everything he keeps saying, "We look, there's nothing there." So he said, "I'm giving you a heads up." He said, "Just forget about him. Move on." He said, "You get charged, you get charged." He said, "But at the end of the day, There's no way the Crown Prosecution Service, now it's the second time he said that, so the first time he never got a little bit scared, because I'd just got a hospital and I was really poor. I thought, if they grabbed me like they did last time, fucking make me walk the ramp they made me do. So if they get me, I said, if I fall downstairs, I'm going to get arrested. So we went in. She said, well, there's no warrants out for your arrest. I've looked on the day to see, I would have seen your name. So just sit down there. What's happening? I showed him my back. She went, oh, that's nasty. I sat down. She went in the stuff. The office went on the computer database. There's no warrants out for your arrest. There's no investigation going out. You just made it up. Just pure lies. I went, so it's just made up. She went, yes, it's all made up. There's no warrant out for your arrest. There was one. Not a warrant. There was an investigation, but it's been closed down because you came in and answered the allegations to PC such and such. Oh, the lad from Leeds. She went, yeah, that's him. I said, I remember. I said, so that's what he's on about. I said, yeah, there's no investigation yet. You were asked 4 different things, allegations, what you're supposed to have done, and you answered all of them. And within 10 minutes, he went, I'm going to go and see my sergeant. And I went to the sergeant. He come back and he said, Brian, you can go, no further action. What do you mean? He said, that's it. I said, is that all I'm in for, that? I said, not being funny, but how many more times have I got to come in? I said, this is never ending. I said, he had the police at my house 6-7 months ago when I did the COVID was on, and I did a live with Kevin Kilty and my wife. I said, I'm sat there, and bang, bang, bang on the door, police. He said, oh, it's Cleveland, Stockton police. We've just had a phone call of Stokesley police. I thought, oh yeah, because you phoned them Boyle, because that's where you're from, because he'd have to phone his own police, you see. And he said, they've said that you've got more than 4 people in your house. I said, well, come in, officer. He said, I can't, because I'd be breaking the rules. I said, oh, I'll step out. So he's got keys, come in. I said, my mate, Kevin, we're doing a live here, and it's about, we did it on the COVID come out just to help people who are suffering with mental health and helping people with depression and telling old stories about the old days. Like on a Friday and Saturday night, we'd do it twice a week to help people. So he went, can I just go and have a watch? So he went on his computer in the car and look out the window, and he was all right. So anyway, I come back on. Oh yeah, we've obviously had the Boyles again now at the door. We've had the police at the door saying I'm breaking COVID rules. They've come in the police, checked the rooms. There's no more than 3 people, because probably wasn't here then. And they've said, we'll go. Anyway, they've knocked just like that. You can hear them knocking again. I'll get Emmett to put up for you. So I goes to the door, so right officer, he went, yeah. They said, what a brilliant idea. What a marvellous idea. Helping people in the community who were suffering from depression. So absolutely. He said, you won't be seeing us again. He said, yeah, if we get any more phone calls like this, we know where it's come from. So he said, keep doing what you're doing. It's marvellous. He said, because I listened to it for about 40 minutes, probably been bored fucking, because we don't have any jobs with the COVID being on. So they came with him again. So everything we've done, he's tried to stop. You seen Dale. You'll hear Dale talk, say, every fucking thing he's on my community page, he's on this page, he's round the fucking twist, he's typing this on one, he's trying to get on my reviews, spoiling my books in my shop, because what it was all over is Dale written the book, Paul Sykes, and Dale got bad when Boyle went there to work. Boyle took over the book, but Robert Brenton said, we're going to keep Dale's name in it because he's helped us. He's had stage 4 cancer. He's had the fucking, the reason why he packed in, he said, I can't stand waiting for Jamie Boyle to Robert Brenton. He said he'd never fucking off me back all day talking shit, telling me how to write books, and he's only been here fucking 2 months talking shit to me. He said, I can't be bothered with it. I can't work with him. He said, so he left there then. Then Boyle got the chance doing the books, but Boyle's wife writes the books, because Boyle can't write. So he goes home with a dictaphone of people and gives them to Shirley, and Shirley sits typing the books. That's how they do them. He's never typed in his life, same as me. He hasn't got a clue about type or spelling, same as me. So he pretends he's an author, and he sat there with his earphones on. But you know, you listen to fucking pornos, that's what you listen to. That's what Shirley told me all day long. And now we know you're watching them things. So he's always watching gay porno. And fuck off, Shirley. I thought she was just delusional, made it up to get me to fall out with him. No, he fucking does watch it. Weirdo. And then sending gay rape porn to people. I think he's fucking vile. I really do. I think them poor victims who've been abused, the people who send it and watch it are worse than the people who are getting the perpetrators who've committed the crimes. I think it's fucking vile. I just can't understand why he keeps doing it. And we've given chance after chance to just say forget about it and move on, but he won't. He just won't, because he's mentally deranged. He thinks he's going to win this court case. He's got a chance when all this evidence goes in front of a jury, especially the ones out in London. He's going, you fucking spacker, you retard alpha, you Cockerill, all that pure, massive. I spoke to civil rights people, and Hartlepool went, that's really bad what he's done. That's really bad. He said he'll go to jail for that. She said 89% of people get charged, go to court, and 83% go to jail. That is the worst I've ever seen, she said. Then we've got Paladon of the cyberbullying people. She come on and looked at all, she went, 6 years I've worked here and I've never seen so much vile, disgusting words where he comes out with. You can't even comprehend where he's getting the words from. You can't work it out. I said, because he's completely insane. He is insane. Ricardo pushed the fucking light. You know, Phil, I'll show you how to do it, Ricardo. Look, you just do it. I'm the fucking. So now I've got the computers going like that. I'm thinking it was a fucking laptop or something. I haven't got a clue, you know. You better turn up your Wayne. You better not have me waiting about the house all day for you. Hold on, you're right. Yeah. 56 thumbs up, 73 watching. I tell you what, we had 126 the other night watching on the Monday one. And we had 2,700 views. And then the next one, that's what he's saying. I've got no reviews. Well, Jamie, I've had just under 30,000 views in a week. That's more than you've had in a year. You fucking idiot. And I haven't been putting loads of stuff on because obviously we've been doing this because we think get this fucking out. Get it out every night and get the fucking thing so the cops can watch it. And they've got one decent cop's going to go, they're telling the fucking truth. There's a multitude of people from all over saying the same stuff. I can't understand. Don't be embarrassed to say David the way he said. Him and Megan, beautiful people. Is that the guy from USA? Yeah, we've got friends out there. They've got there. He lives in Texas, my friend. And he said, "What are they actually investigating, Brian? All they have to do is look at the fucking evidence on the computer, and there's nothing. What are they waiting for? You know what they're doing? They're trying to get him. They're telling him what to do. They keep poking you with a stick and calling them and all the other stuff. And like Gerard said, and all the others, and Mark Emerson, all the others have said the same. Terry Dicko, he said, they're trying to get you to fucking bite. And then say, I'm going to fucking smash your fucking head and I'm going to do this here, I'm going to do that. And then they'll have you for 2 charges and get you remanded. That's what the cops are playing, the little games. But you've got to remember, police see fucking Cleveland. You've got the Met Office police now, the top ones who are the complaints police. We complained to the Met Office. They've given us these, you know what his name is? Inspector Brian. Out of all the names in the world, Inspector Brian is called. I couldn't put Brian or Brian. That's his place. That's his. And every 20 days he liaisons with that member. He has to by law every 20 days, but less than 3 weeks it is. We have to contact every 20 days. So he'll be phoned there in the next 3 or 4 days, I think it is. So giving us a heads up what's going on. But he says it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good for them. And what they've done to Brian was really bad, making a man walk the plank on a piece of wood about that big, like a plasterboard piece it was, or it was I think it was police plaster one. I think it was a piece of out of the garage, you know, wooden floors, what called laminated. You know, it's dead weak. So you put 3 or 4 of them on top, and he's saying, "What? That's going to snap." And I couldn't grab the door because my hand, and I couldn't grab the door so that hand, and I couldn't put my foot down and then push myself up because I had no strength in my legs then. You're talking like 13 and a half months ago. I didn't have the strength, and it was freezing cold night as well. And it goes out. And he said, well, hold my hand on there. I thought, well, hold your fucking hand. Anyway, I grabbed his shoulder. And I pulled it with the left hand because that could work. I'm trying to walk on this thing, doing that. Anyway, our fucking foot went straight through. They got a green box and a red box. The ones where you put not refuge, recycle bottles and stuff that in. So he put them together and he put the piece of wood across there, went right through the 2 boxes, snapped the 2 boxes, the yellow and red boxes snapped right through it. I said, I fucking told you it would snap. I could have brought my fucking neck and be dead now or paralysed forever. Anyway, I was stop messing about, Brian. Get in the van. I went, I'm fucking not fucking messing about. I can't get in the fucking van. So there was a car there. I said, let me get into the car. It's a perfect little car there. And just sit in the front seat. I've got the handcuffs on. You can take me. No, you've got to go in the van. What do you mean I've got to go in the fucking van? I'm full of medication and I'm poorly and I can't walk properly. Are you fucking mental? Anyway, it's all on camera, this. You can hear me talk or shout at him. Anyway, in the end, they got me 4 or 5 more pieces of wood out to walk again. About the second time I'd done it, and I finally got in. And when I got in, I was my fucking back was killing me. I'd get my neck down. I banged my head on the top of the board on the thing. So when it goes in, I'm sitting in the van. started going over the speed bumps, because they're all speed bumps, deliberately going over them as fast as they could, banging my head like that, and my back was banging on the back. And I could see the cunts like giggling in the front seat. I thought, you fucking horrible bastards. I said, you mind if you don't slow down? My back's fucking hurting. I've got fucking old vertebrae all done here. And I've had my spot with my back done. You're taking a fucking piss, driving like a lunatic. Got to the police station, had me waiting an hour in the van, sat like that. I was half, my head was half on the top, and I was like that, bent over like that at the back of the van, you know, them little, because you're in like a little close containment, like a little cage you do, like a fucking dog in a cage. And when I got out, I could hardly walk. My fucking back was seized up, my hands were seized anyway. Then they took me in another room where I had to stand another hour waiting to go to get from the police station to get charged. To get arrested. So they arrested me for threats to kill. Threats to kill, I said. All I said was this. Anyway, the sister went, absolute joke, she said. Absolute nonsense. Absolute garbage, she said. The most you get for this, you're looking at. But that's all you've said. You're looking at a caution. That is it. All this for a caution, for a divvy. He said, I'm going to get 6 years and 10 years. How are you going to get 6 years, 10 years when I'm on medication? I mean, I could put in my meds what I'm on. The judge would stop the case. You can't go to court on Oromorph. You can't go to court on Tramadol and fucking naproxen. They're opiate tablets. So there your vision's impaired and your mind's not working 100% because the stuff fries your fucking brain. You're like, that's catatonic sometimes on it because your pain's that bad. You take the meds and you try to help yourself. Pain management, it's fucking terrible, the pain. Right, my hands are killing me, not my right hand. And some days you can't even hardly get out of bed. You're crippled. So how am I supposed to go sit in a courtroom in a trial in a chair, stand up, give evidence in a room when I'm going to be in 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4, 5, 6 day trial? How am I going to stand trial? I can't do it. Cleveland police, you're idiots. And when it goes to the proper place, they're going to know. They're onto it now. It's fucking brilliant. All's well, it ends well. Robert, I'll give you. And do you know what, Robert? I'd have seen you today. I thought, I wonder if Robert's all right. A couple of people I've got on tonight. Today, I've texted loads of people today. I thought, and I seen he did a nice comment for ages ago on me, so I put him in, Robert. Nice. Welcome to the show, Robert. Hope you're okay, my brother. Yeah. It's getting there, mate. I'm getting there with this fucking lunatic, as you know, it's been going for ages, but threatening children with a knife. He said I threatened the kid with a knife. Then he said, put the record straight. Shelley went, oh, it wasn't Brian Cockerill. She's called herself Bella in it. So he goes on the Paul Suggett show, because Paul Suggett said, I can't do this in your documentary, Jim, because there's allegations of people. So he's on there going, yeah, well, what it was. So he's on the snooker on, he's off his head, he's all seen him shouting and bawling and fucking crackers and falling asleep and everything. So Robert Suggett, who's a movie maker from Hartlepool, called Put the Record Straight, he starts asking me a question. I did take coke when I was 15, 16 twice, but I've never took it since. You fucking liar. Sat in front of 400 people drinking tablets. Diazepam you drank all night and took 2 or 3 bottles of Bacardi you had. So we sat there. So he goes, and what it was, he said, what I did that night, I had 2 paracetamol, I got 2 Coca-Cola. I know I shouldn't have had them, but because I drank the paracetamol and a couple of drinks, it counteracted with my body and they made me bad. Like, fuck off. Some woman put a comment, well, I take paracetamol every day and Nurofen together, and I have a bottle of whiskey a day, she said, and they never I never react to me like that. Absolute nonsense, she said. So he went, so yeah, so I've never took drugs all them years, I've been clean. What a fucking lie you are. So then he what was it he said? Oh, that was it. Paul Suggett said to him, I'm not being funny, he says, I've looked at your eyes on there and I could see you were off your fucking tits. He said, you were off your tits. And his face went bright red. You could see him going red on the interview, putting the record straight in the South Bank thingy. There's a video of him in the South Bank. Have a look at him. What a fucking state. He sat there with a smelly old t-shirt, all holes, all like fucking slops all over it and everything. He's picking the sleep out of his eyes on the video. Jamie Boyle, author, writer, documentary maker, movie maker, fucking heads up. You really, really think of these characters. So if you look at it, put the record straight and you'll see them yawning. I think Paul Sugar deliberately put that video on to let everyone know what he was, a pure tramp. And he sat there with like, absolutely stinking. You can see he looks like he's pissed himself. And he sat in the chair and he's doing that, picking big bits of sleep out of his eyes, being up all night on the fucking brown again. Fucking scruffy cunt. Embarrassing. We used to go places like, oh, get changed. You can't wear them. You can't wear that. What are you doing? He said, I'll be all right. I said, just full of slops and everything. You know, he's like drinking alcohol and Bacardi and Coke and spill it and it's all over your trousers. It marks, isn't it? Like you've got white shorts or grey shorts or something on. So he stood there and went, you can't go to the do like this at Short Atwoods. You're off your head. He said, I've had 2 bottles of Cockerill Sunfair and I've been on the coke for 2 days. So now we're going to Short Atwoods. Then he went, the next time we went to it for him. We're going to we're going to Jimmy O'Neill show. That's where he blew his socks off. When he said, oh, I've been on the whiskey all night. He said, Teddy Dick wasn't been doing me head. He said, I've been on the coke for 2 days. And he was off his head. So when I got to Jimmy O went, and then Cameron went, he's like pointing to his eyes. He said, he's off his head. I know. Sorry, I can't apologise enough. So I did my interview first and give him another hour's rest. So when he got to come out of the house, he had 2 pillows and a blanket, a quilt, and he laid in the back seat while me and Maniac drove. And he kept stopping. He stopped the garage and he'd go for a wee, come out all powdered. I'm not an idiot. His eyes were getting fucking bigger and bigger. He was like a fucking head eyes, like a fucking an eye. You've seen them eye eyes, them big, them animals with the big black eyes. He looked like that, like an aliens with the black eyes. He looked like one of them. And I went, every time you go in there, you're getting off your head. No, your eyes are getting more like bigger and bigger. I said, cool. He said, yeah, but we had stood in with him. I said, well, you should have just cancelled today. You've got us coming out. It was an absolute boiling day as well. He was just dripping a sweat. He stood there with a pair of shorts on, and the sweat was just fucking pouring off him. What an embarrassment. He's on the Jimmy O, just talking a load of fucking shit. If you look in for Jimmy O, Jamie Bell talking about Paul Sykes, you'll hear him saying it there that he likes young boys. I like young boys, he said, like Oscar Wilde. We both got the same thing in common. We're both authors, and we both like young boys. So there's where I get it from you. He said I like young boys the other week on the video. I went, you said it on the show, but what? It's like me saying something tonight on here, saying to Wayne, you're all right, Wayne, love you all the world. I'll see you tomorrow. The same comment's going to be on because you can't take it off unless you delete it. So when you've done a show, you don't get this. When you've done on camera, whatever somebody's got you on camera, it stays there forever. So whatever you said, and I say it's there, when you go to watch it, you'll see you've said it, what you said. You probably brainwashed yourself. You haven't said it because you've gutted what you said and realised what you said. And look, fucking everyone's laughed at my son now because of this. All the kids went, oh, your dad just said he's going to go gay next 2 years. Your dad's gay. And he's dressed up as a woman called Beryl. They're all torturing the kid at school. This is, you know, kids are like horrible kids, aren't they? You know what they're like? And they said, I seen your dad with a blue dress on walking about the house. And your mum's calling him Beryl. And then he's on another video with the 90 on, sliding down the stairs on the 90. Then he's on another video talking. He looks like a fucking ventriloquist puppet. He's got a pair of women's pajamas on, sat talking with his and wearing the wife's pajamas. He admits it. I felt sorry for poor Simon when he tortured him. That Simon had a mental breakdown. He was saying to Simon, when you were getting bummed in these approved schools, you deliberately cause trouble so 5 or 6 of them would bum you because you wanted to be bummed off them all. We wanted them homes because you like getting bummed all the time. And he's head fried with him on the vile, disgusting things he was saying to poor Simon. I thought he was on the phone to me and he was fucking crying. He said, oh, this is driving me mental. He's torturing my wife, torturing me, torturing my son, torturing my daughter, torturing all my whole family with these vile, disgusting comments he's putting on about you're a rapist, you're a nonce. He's done it to Dale. He's done it to me. He's done it to everyone. It's the same MO with everyone. Every single person's had the same shit. Cool, Brad. Yes, I'm cool. Only the lonely. 1, 2, 3. You're okay, son? Cool, bro. I am cool. Cool as a cue. Cool as cool hand Luke. I like that. I can eat 50 eggs. Well, let me tell you, no one can eat 50 eggs because the stomach isn't big enough to consume 50 eggs. It would tear your stomach open and bust you. So that was a load of shit, that film. It was great, the film. I loved it. We loved all them films, didn't we, guys? Can't say Paul Newman shit, but I loved him. John Wayne, Errol Flynn films, all them when I was a kid. all them Rambo films are class when you were a kid, the 80s. And I just think the films are much better and the actors than they are now. They were just fucking brilliant. Same as like you just got the youth club when you were a kid. It was great. As a kid, wasn't it? You got the youth club, see your mates, seeing the girls in there. You like flirting with them and trying to get it fixed up and all that when you were kids. And then you'd be at the football when you were a kid. You were playing football out all night, playing gatey. And then you were playing fucking, well, you hit the ball, you remember Kirby, you hit the curb and you catch it, you catch two, you get 2 points. We used to play that all day. And we used to go on the football field, which was a school field. We used to let you go. Now they're all fenced off, all the schools and everything. And you could get over the fence. It was only like up the wall about that big, 2 foot wall. And you jump over the wall and you'd be in the football field. So you'd be on where the goals are. So what you used to do is your mate would be on one side and you'd be on this side. So you'd kick it and try and hit the bar. And if you kicked it and caught it at the bar, you got 3 points. If you kicked the bar and hit it, you got 2 points. You used to play the festival at 12. Oh, just like kids now, it's boring. It's boring. It always has to be electronic games now with kids. Or something to do with some type of a computer. It's no like playing games where it's physical no more. That's why the kids are all overweight. And the main thing, what your mums and dads, is the worst thing you're giving your kids is smoothies. Now, smoothies. If you get a smoothie and liquidize like an apple or a banana or oranges, right? You liquidize that, you've already digested it, so it can't go through your intestines and into your small intestines and then through your liver and into your glycogen. So what it does, it goes straight through in your glycogen and stores as fat. So you can't get rid of that because it's glycogen sugar. Once you liquidize it, there's nothing to digest, so it's digested, goes straight in there. When it goes into the liver, the only way to get rid of that is if you're training or running or walking and doing exercises, it burns up, you see, like it's fucking sugar storage. It's like the battery in a car. So you have to burn it off by training. So if you just keep drinking smoothies, something like 15 spoonfuls of sugar in one smoothie, check it out. Trust me, if you eat the apple on its own with the pulp, then it can digest into your intestines and your small intestines, and you go to and it digests. That way it's okay. Miscarriage of justice. Yeah, fucking miscarriage of justice, letting him on the street. Yeah, buckle up when they throw you in the bullies. Yeah, they didn't buckle me though, mate. They just wanted me in the back of the fucking vehicle. It took about 20-30 minutes to get me in, but I couldn't get in. The old days, I used to kick the doors off the fucking hinges because there were different vehicles then. I used to just kick the fucking door straight off the hinges and lay me back. And just my legs were like 37.5. Just under 37 inches each leg, and I was squatting 800 pounds. And I used to leg press 2,000 pounds for like reps. So I just kicked the door once or twice. The door just to snap through the hinge. They'd have like a bolt through. I'd just snap the bolt off and I'd jump back out. I've done it about 4 times. I did it twice in Redcar, twice in Middlesbrough, once in Winniebanks, and once in Linthorpe Road. I kicked the doors off the hinges. It was £600 fine I was getting because of the doors. So I stopped fucking doing it. The Rock, fucking neck. Oh. Just want to fight me. I'll fight you. When is that? When is that? Fucking hell, that means win, lose, or draw. That's it. What an embarrassment in London. You seen him as a hobo, didn't you? He's down there. He didn't have to. I think he went too far with the homeless man, didn't you? Because he looked worse than Paul Sykes. He just wants to be Paul Sykes. He's obsessed with him. 122 times he said he watched his documentary before he went to go and see his grave. It was actually Pro Dale. Took him to his grave. Showed him the grave. Pro Dale would give him the start of life for the books, and nothing he turned on him. It was me who got him on the first podcast with James English, and he turned on us because he thinks he's better than us. It is shocking what Only the Lonely, 1, 2, 3. It's fucking terrible what he's done to people. The stuff Emma's got on tonight. I don't know if she's put on tonight, but if you have a look, she's put it on tonight, I think, or tomorrow, I'm not sure, where it's on Emma Cockerill's page because mine's getting full of people on the other one. So if you put on the other one tonight, if you want to watch Simon, it's on my YouTube place, Brian Cockerill. You're on here now. If you put in Emma Talks to Simon, you'll see it's all you have to put in the Emma Talks to Simon, and you'll see how really bad it is. What's that? You got a course in 80 quid. What, for malicious communication? Oh, not for fit for any trial. You're right, mate. You can't go to trial when you're like this with you. It's the medications I'm on, you see. If you're on medication, say you went out when the police nick you and you've had 4 or 5 pints of beer, they have to put you in a holding pen, holding cell for about 10 hours. So it's out your system. Now, if I go to court at 10 o'clock in the morning, I take my meds about, say, 9 o'clock. My meds are in my system for 4 hours. Oh, sorry, they're in the system fully for 4 hours, but then they're another 12 before they come out. So they're in 6 hours. And I take them every 4 hours. So they're in for 6 hours a time. I'm taking them every 4 hours. That's 24 hours a day. And I take other meds on top of it, like clozapam there in your system for the next day. How am I going to stand trial with all these type of meds in my system? And I can prove it for the doctors. I have to take them, and I will manage the pain. It's that bad. You're like fucking tears across. Hands down, it's really bad. But it's really been bad today because I trained yesterday. I did. I trained yesterday. My hands hurt like fuck today, but I did well. I did really good. I did legs. I did 25k leg biceps plus machine, probably 30k leg biceps, standing one-legged. Oh, he went, did you hear him? He said leg bicep as if you've got a bicep on your leg. Fucking pathetic. Everyone knows you've got a leg bicep. Because you've never been to a gym, that's how you don't know, you fucking fool. It's called your gluteus maximus, is your biggest muscle, which is your backside, runs right down to where your leg bicep is. So that leg bicep you train. So what I did leg biceps last night. I did 25 on one leg, 25 on the other, 25 on the leg, 25 not like 50 on each, 100 reps, no slow rest. Then I jumped on and I did front leg extensions, 50 reps, and then front legs. I had about 10 seconds rest. I jumped up and just wobbled my legs because they were full of blood. Jumped back on. I did, I think, 25 reps. So I did like 75 on there. And I come off there and I went straight in the bedroom. The bed's low down. And I did 25 squats off the bed. And I got up this morning, my legs like bricks. My legs have grown. My legs have grown really good, really good. I've probably put about 5 inches on my legs since about 6 inches on my legs since I lost the weight. I'm starting to put the weight back on. But I don't want to put it all in one go because you get out of breath and you also, your stamina's not good. So I'm putting maybe a couple of pounds on every month, like £1 or £2 a month, £2 or £3 a month. That's what I'm doing. So I'm not putting fat in my stomach. It's like a pancake, absolutely fucking concrete slab. It's like, and I'm doing sit-ups every night on the bed, just crunches. I do like 50, have a rest, and do another 50, have a rest, and I'll do that 4 times at the night and 4 times in the afternoon. So on my stomach and my sides, I rock hard, and then I'll do my bench on the bench. I'm just only use about 25 kilo, 25 reps. Put it back on, come off to 25 leg crossovers. I do 25 press with the springs. I'll do 25 flies, so that's 100 reps, and I'll do the same thing again. So I've done 200 reps for chest, and then when I stop, I'll leave it about 30 seconds. Then I'll do 50 reps, crossovers like that, 50 times. Then I come off and then pump the fuck. Brilliant. Or I'll put my hands between the 2 doors and press off the door like that, push in, and back out and push in, and stretching you. And then I'll grab a door frame like that, and I'll stretch my chest that way. So I'm pulling my chest, so it's keeping your back tight as well when you do that. It's good. Use good and discos, yeah. Freedom, you're right. It was fucking brilliant, wasn't it, when you were a kid? You wish you could go back to the 80s, don't you? Fucking songs. I listen to all the songs. And some of your names, like Ricard, Wayne always pops up in my head, Ricard. I always fucking worry about him. I always worry about, I tell you what I worry about the West. Mark Driving, Ricard, with his mental health and his depression. Rock, he's the same with him being poorly sometimes. I worry about Rock all the time as well. Love Rock all the world. I'm trying to think. What was the ones I really worry about the most? See the ones. The real. Where's he fucking gone? I haven't seen him tonight. Is he not on? The one who got boiled. What was he called? The real. In your nightmares or something. I can't remember his fucking name now. I forgot his name. Something. God bless him. I worry about him all the time as well. Boyle, remember Boyle thinking to me, so I've been cloned. I could see he was getting stressed out with it. in your nightmares, I think it's called. I think that's what he's called, and he's something in your nightmares. Him. I always worry about him as well. I've just got this 4 or 5 people pops up. Then some days he came in. The other lad who just was on earlier on. He hadn't been on for ages. I said, I seen his name. I thought Rob would call him. Rob hadn't been on. Sometimes you get cloned off him and all, by the way. Hit the like buttons, only the lonely 1, 2, 3. Spanner, I hope you're okay, brother. Yeah, you just got to keep going. So, and with depression, like I said to you before, Rock, if you stop coming here, Brian, tinfoil, be lost. He's obsessed with you. I know. I've got no choice though, mate, Rock, because if we don't let the cops see what we've got, they're not going to know what we've got. So it's our little ploy. Even the barrister said, put all the fucking stuff on the internet, come up with everything when he's done. And then they're going to, the Crown prosecution are going, fuck you now. They'll start watching the videos. From down London, they'll start watching the videos with Steinman and all the other people, and then he'll go to jail. He'll get sections in the Mental Health Act. I'm telling you now, he'll get put. It's because he's sick. He does need help. It's more to be pitied than actually beating him up. So that, because beating him up won't get him better. He needs putting in a psychiatric unit, and he needs fucking definitely electric shock treatment on his head. He's definitely really wired up wrong. I mean, his own family have said the same to us. We will not let him in the houses. And when somebody says that, the mum, the dad threw him out, the brother, the sister, they won't let him near the kids. They know what he is with this kid things. So they won't let him near the kids. They're his own kids. He doesn't even visit his own kids. He can't visit his ex-partner because he's with somebody else. And he's fucking battered him 3 times. He can't go and see his sister because he's knocked him out 2 or 3 times. He's called Paul. And he can't go to his mum's because she locks the door on him. He's not allowed to go to the house. I'm sure 2 of them got injunctions on him. Another girl from that area got an injunction on from, I think it was Skelton. He was chasing her up the street all the time, obsessed with her. And she lived she worked in the co-op, and she ran up the street. And there was like, when you get like a building with like a door this side and a door that side, she ran in the door, got in the door, and he tried to get in the door. She pushed him out. She phoned the police, and the police warned him to keep away from the girl. That was in Skelton. I'm talking fucking years and years ago, about 7, 8 years ago. Everywhere he goes, he's been chased by the gypsies in North Hallam for drugs, chased by the kids off the Pallister Park estate, chased off by Kevin Robson for selling that brown fucking shite in Colbingham, Hemlington, chased everywhere he goes, and now he's been chased out of Middlesbrough and he got chased out of Newcastle. They chased him up from there, and then he's gone somewhere else. So he's hiding in police safe houses. How much money, like Emma said, there's battered wives on the street, can't get jobs, can't get a house with her and the child. They're in like homeless shelters and that. And he's in they keep putting him in these fucking places and letting him off for stuff, and everyone else gets arrested. So he's got to have been working with them coppers for years to be able to keep doing what he does. Because Emma phoned the police to come out because the house was alight. They never turned up. They didn't even say, "Oh, we've been around all the house, knocked on the door." So Emma went out the next day, and she's like, she went, "Did the police knock on your door?" "No, I never seen no police. I've seen the firebomb and all that stuff. They haven't been to my house today or yesterday." Oh, he said, "Oh, I put notes on the door." She went, "Did you get any notes on the door?" She went straight back out. "No." So she phoned them up. She said, "Well, what did you do with Jamie Miles? Did he get arrested?" "No, I never got arrested. I asked him to come into the police station." This was about 19 days after the incident. So everything's clean then, isn't it? He phoned everything, he's got rid of the lot. So why didn't they go in his house, kick the door in, take all these devices like they did with mine? Didn't kick my door in, they come to the door. And we answered it. She thought they were coming for us to help us. I thought, oh, they must be, I'll let her talk to them. So I was in upstairs in bed, I'll go to sleep. I dropped the tablets in that on me. I was going to sleep, I was all drowsy. "Brian, armed response." I went, "Armed response? Oh, for fuck's sake." Went to the top, like the side of the door, and he's like that with the thing. He never had the gun out, he had it ready to pull it out. And he had his hands on like that, like a cowboy does. And I said, "There's no need for that." He said, "There's a warrant out for your arrest for threats to kill Jamie Boyle." I didn't threaten to kill him. I said, if he comes to my house with threats, with any type of violence, or tries to get an house to rape my wife, which he said, "Oh, well, you can tell all that at the station, you can put your version across." But at the moment, his version's different. So at the moment, we're arresting you. So they'll obviously they arrested me for it, put me in the cells for about 9. No, how many hours was it? I think it was 11 at night. I got arrested. I think they came in about 10 or 11. And I got out the next day at 9 o'clock. By the time I got home, it was 10 o'clock. So I was in about 19, 20 hours. But they made me walk the plank, like I said. I'm a man who was fucking crippled. The old word's crippled. You say it to people's faces, they get annoyed. That's why I am fucking crippled. And they've done that to me, made me walk in the back of a van and said, let me, I can't understand. I can't work out why. Instead of having me out on the front here an hour trying to get me in a van. And it was a perfectly normal panda car, like a little panda car. I could have just got in the back of there and sat down. I couldn't have heard no one. I had fucking handcuffs on. So why didn't they let me just sit in the van? Or why didn't the other cop would come? He took an impact statement from what happened. He said, well, I won't tell you his name. But he said, well, I've looked on the computer. You've been in there 4 times. And Brian's been in twice at Pooley. And he's down as a very vulnerable person on the computer. So there's no way them armed response should come to this house the way they did. And conducted the arrest the way they did when they knew you were Pooley. They should have contacted them and said, look, look, we need to speak to you. Can you come in the police station? Like you've done. See, this is where they fucked up. Every time the phones they go down, we've gone down straight away. They said, you can go to the court. I said, no, I'll come down to the officer. I'll sort it out. We've gone straight down. There's videos, you've seen them going to the police station. So they said, well, why didn't you do that? So I said, why have you come and arrested them? I'm responsible for all them people. No one needs in the hospital. But we didn't know. They said, fuck. She went, come on, don't give me that. She said, Brian's already been in the police station. He's told me he's on the computer as a very vulnerable person. And so is Emma. So we never had no excuse. They just stood there and never said a fucking word. So this PC said, what they've done is wrong. He said they should have contacted you to come in or maybe met you, say, with a doctor in the house or a nurse or a care worker or something to sit with you in case you were Pooley. He said, we should never have ever made you walk that plank. It's disgusting. He said, it's not right. He said, it's really bad. He said, if I was you, it was him with advisors. It was nice. You can only get a cop who was nice. He went, only a kid about 27. He went, my advice for you was make a complaint to the Met Office, the complaints officer. It was actually the police officer that told us. Then another cop would come. He was a forensic one. And he seen the phone. All of a sudden, the phone went off. And then went, hey, look. So the cop would come over. He videoed it with his camcorder thing. And it was, Emma Cockerill, I'm going to blow your head off. Or I might bum you. Or I'm going to cut Eli's legs off and bum him. Well, we know there's only him who talks about dogs like that. And he said, we're going to Lee King you, which is Lee King was a lad who got shot. Who was a lad who threw the knife down for Allo. He got shot and got his head blown off, so they couldn't put him in a coffin. So he said, I'm going to Lee King you. I mean, he put a simulated head of Emma and Emma Cockerill on it and a shotgun blowing her head off. Look, when I've got that, it's a screenshot now. So they've already got that evidence of that sent to us while the cops were fucking investigating in the house and all this shit. Oh, he's got skunk farms in his house, he's got that. Well, how come the cops went in every single room, went in my loft and everything, went in my garage and everything, found nothing, Jamie? You're just a fucking idiot. And they've been back again to search the house for devices, went in all the rooms, so the devices went on the electric device, like things for finding computers and stuff. Nothing at all. Never smoked skunk in my life. I've had it a couple of times. It made me bad. Always got skunk farms in the loft. They're trying to get me, just give me more fucking stress. Dad was the DJ. Freedom. Where was the DJ at? What DJ was he called? Wasn't DJ Destroy, was it? Adrian Street, Jimmy G Force. I know most of the DJs work for me in this area. I worked in Darlington as well, quite a bit over there. I did quite a few jobs over there. I take quite a lot of taxing over there. A lot of travellers over there. It's the biggest site in the whole of the northeast. Then I went to fight a lad in Doncaster who was a really, really top travelling fighter, and he ended up paying the money, 120 grand he owed, and I offered to fight him for the money, and he went, look, I'd rather play at Brian. I can't fight you, he said. I can't, no way in this world, he said. I said, well, I don't want to cause trouble. I said, the lads just want the money back. And he went, okay, I'll sort it. 3 days later, that's how we do business. But he came over and shook my hand. I said, look, if you got any debts, I'll help you with your debts. And then I ended up helping him with a couple of debts to get money back, and I went and asked for them. So it was only 14 grand, but I still got, I said, look, I've made money off them with that one, so just give me 4 grand and you'll keep the 10. So I said, look, you said half. So I said, yeah, no, but that's where I am. I said, you've lost that money. He said, yeah, but I owed that money. I said, no, well, why don't you just keep that? I've got $4,000, I'm happy with that. And then he ended up being a friend of mine. He ended up phoning me again. He had trouble at the door over something else, and I ended up backing him at this time. But he's like massive top fighter. You can't get anyone better to stand with you. This lad's fucking monstrous. Heart of a lion, fucking fight anyone. He said, I know I can't fight you, no matter what he said. I said, well, you don't have to do it, we'll just sort it out. But I knew it was special because the travellers coming up, three carfuls, we were in a van, and then they hid us and, oh, don't let them see us. I thought, this fucker's. Then I found out who he was, and then, yeah, it was okay with us, like, it was nice. 60 on and 60 thumbs up. Well done, you lot. Ricard, thanks for keeping them right. See my little son, little Ricard, he's like a little kid to me. I look after him all the time. Little son. If he's ever down, he always texts me. I go, look, I love you all the world. I'm here for you. You need me. I love everyone here. I tell everyone I love them because I do love them because I love them at heart. I love to help people. I love 61 on. Bloody hell, I'm telling you what, I'm schooling you was good. 63 now. 63. Yeah, it's nice to be nice to people, and it's nice to help people. And you go away and you think, little Ricard was poorly the other week. Wayne was bad for the week, wasn't he? We just talked Wayne now. And then they helped him out the way. And you think I'd give him £1 million fucking because you're so happy to we're talking. Lovely people. And they never give him a penny, never done anything, just give him my opinion. He went, thank you so much for your help, Brian. I'm going to do that. And honest to God, it makes you feel great. And you come away and sometimes you have tears in your eyes because you feel the pain of someone when they're telling you the story. I never repeat what people tell me. I just, if they ask me for training advice and stuff, I don't repeat it. I keep it from me. But I do say when people need help, but Ricard knows because he's asked me when people have been on, people seen the text off him. And other people have asked me over the years and that, and I'm straight there for them. I don't give a fuck. We stuff wrong as kids, but was harmless. Do you know what? I can't believe this, man. Do you know what? I was going to come on tonight and tell that fucking story, and it was going to be an article. Fucking weird as fuck. My brain must be fucking so psychic, it's unreal. That's how I know I'm getting off. Anyway, when I was a kid, we used to go garden robbing. We used to do the allotments. Do you know, Rock? Do you know Out Manor? We used to go up there, and there was a big millions of allotments up at Out Manor. We used to go in, pinching lock knives out of there, and fucking people stuff. You know, when you were kids, and we'd go in there. The fucking blokes would chase you sometimes. And one night we got chased. Me and a lad called Trevor Dawes from Warren Road. He lived, and he used to spot Stoke City. He was my best friend when I was a kid. Anyway, we were playing in a factory. We were playing in this factory. We got in it, and anyway, got all these sweets and that we're eating. And anyway, we sat there. Next minute, the cops come, and they thought we were like, because we got on the tops and walked, there was no alarm went off, but somebody heard us in there. Anyway, we got out. We only used to go in to play darts and fucking stuff because it was like a canteen. And we played darts and then make cups of coffee and stuff and put everything back to normal so they didn't know. So a couple of them started smashing things and the fucking place being fucking daft. Anyway, they heard them. So they kicked the door and all these coppers. Well, I think about 10 or 12 coppers. So we got up over the roof. Our Bobby got caught. And my mate got caught. And then the others, all of them got caught except me. I got on the top roof, ran across, jumped down Warren Road, I think it's Warren Road, near the hospital. Went to the hospital, jumped over the hospital wall and went in. There's like greenhouses in there. I went in the greenhouses and hid in the greenhouse when I was a kid. And then I went to the beach. Rock, can you remember the beach at Seaton Crew? Not Seaton Crew. Do you remember Westview, not West Fair, no. Where the fuck was it at? Romaine Park, near the Central. Used to go up that big, where the wall is, where the graveyard is there. The big graveyard. There's actually been people seen, like a Victorian kid, little boy and a Victorian girl. She's about 14, the little kid's about 10 or something. And there've been people who drove through them like ghosts to say, loads of people have said this is just fucking thinking it. And seeing, but loads of people have said there's like ghost haunt there because it's an old cemetery from the Victorian days. Probably Paul Sykes goes up there and fucking boil. But yeah, so we used to go to a place called the Otties, and it was all like white chemicals coming into the water, but it was red hot. So we were in there in the summer now, and we just lay in there getting Probably that's why I'm so strong. The fucking chemicals made me so strong. And we used to lay in the Otties, it was called, in Hartlepool. And it was a pipe with all this wet, like white stuff coming out, but it was warm. It wasn't red hot, it was warm. And you'd sit in there, fucking sit there for days. Garden cream, yeah. We went up Catcourt Road, and there's a vicarage on the right. Fucking houses, £2 million a piece up there. They're fucking massive. So we've gone over the vicarage, and the fucking vicar. We've gone anyway. So the next minute we've gone over the wall. We're getting these Uggies, you call them, apples. We're getting the apples with this carrier bag. We put them in next with the priest. Fucking got us. He's hitting us with a stick. This fucking old priest that comes. My apples, he's shouting at you, old bastard. So I got them. We used to give it to our mum. Our mum used to cut them and make toffee apples out of them for us all. She'd make apple pies and that. We'd mainly get them in that time, and we'd get loads of apples for our mum to do, like apple pie, apple crumble, stuff like that. She was great at cooking. And we'd get them. It was just we used to get rhubarb as well. Rhubarb out the gardens, off the allotments. The people would grow up for 3 months, 4 months, and we'd pinch the rhubarb as kids. We used to take a bit of sugar and dip the rhubarb with the sugar and eat it. That would be fucking horrible, wouldn't it? When you were a kid, you used to love it. Yeah, mate. Well, what it is, my back's fucking terrible today. It's been terrible. But I'm not bothered. I was told I'd never walk again. I was told I'd never train again. I was told it was 50-50. I was going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, paralysed, or in a paraplegic, or a paraplegic in a hospital bed, because the injuries are bad. They didn't think it was 50-50. I'd spin up a coin if it was going one way or the other. I fucking beat it. I beat the fuckers. So I'm not in the wheelchair. I'm out of the wheelchair, but you get bouts where I'm in bed for 2, 3, 4 days. You know, I can't get up. My hand completely. Today it's seized up my hand. You can see my hand, fingers are fucked. I can't open my hand with that one. I can only do that with that. So what can make the good thing is I can throw punches. I can do punches, and that's as long as I can throw punches, I can fight. As long as I can fight, I'm still a weapon. Towards that cunt, if he comes to the door, I'd fucking destroy you if you come to my door, you silly cunt. I don't give a fuck if you tell the police what to do. You fucking little freak. Want to rape my wife? You really think I'm going to fucking sit like a clown like you do it? I'd rather fight fucking 100, 1,000 people than get my wife get hurt. I'd rather die 1,000 times than get one fucking hair in her head hurt. She's never ever hurt anyone. She's the most sweetest person you could ever meet, but she's fucking like a bulldog with people trying to joke to me. She's been with me all through this fucking journey for over 4 fucking years of this shit with him. Just because I said, can you do me a favour, Jamie? Can you please give me some invoices? That's all I asked for. How dare you, all that fucking shit. I can't give you them because Rob's done your book fest and blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I never got to proofread the book, Jamie. When I did get to read it, about 20 pages, it was fucking all spelling mistakes and all wrong. Even I can't spell, but I could see the spelling mistakes. But Lee Watley said there was 30 spelling mistakes in the first 20 pages. So she's never been a legal secretary. She might be able to type a bit. She might be able to sit in the Bible, but she's never been a legal secretary because you've got to be proper English. You can't understand proper English. He's got all these things in order, and he's got. I think he's got a degree in fucking English. You know, I'm good at maths. I've passed my maths. I'm really good at maths. I've got a certain standard of maths I did when I was in jail, and I also did an environmental health one. I'm also conversed with the ozone layer and stuff, so I know all about that. So I've done that, you know how the ozone layer works. I mean, so I've got a diploma for that as well. So I've got that level something 2, I think it was, which was enough to give you. Like if I went to work for the council, I could go and work for the council tomorrow because I've got that standard level for us to work with, like, you know, in gardens and stuff. But I fucking couldn't work in gardens, mate. Getting involved in things made me. Yeah, what we used to love more than anything, Rock, I don't know about you, was the chase off the police. The chasers that could fucking never catch us. I was out one day with my mate Dorsey. We were in Myers Avenue. No, not Myers Avenue. What was it called? Yeah, it was Myers. Was it Myers Avenue? I think Myers Avenue, yeah, near the shops. No, it wasn't Myers. Was it Myers Avenue? Can't remember. Just near West. What's it called? The big pub where all the punks used to stand outside. Fucking hell, can't you name the pub? in Westview Road, where Westview Road. What was it called? That pub. There for years. We used to go in, and it was like a big. You used to go in. Oh, I've got a funny in my neck. We used to go in, and you'd go ding dong like that, the noise. But the bar was about this high, so you would be up there on your neck when you went to the bar, and the woman would be on the side. She stood on like a piece of platform. They'll help you, and then the sweets were all in there and everything. So what we used to do, just nearly had it in my head there. Just had seen it. I can see the pub, and I can't think of the name of it. The shops. Fucking hell, what they call that fucking pub. They knocked it down in the end. The Bruss Arms. So we used to go in the Bruss Arms. So then Dorothy would go, ding dong, and you go, have you got the right time, please? But I'd already got to run at the front. She couldn't see over here, see, because it was long like this. And she'd serve you like that and give you stuff. And I was laid at the bottom of here then, or like at the bottom of here. And when he went out, see you later, and shut the door, I'd sneak on the top, and we used to have a snooker, when you put snooker balls in, like a cloth bag. And I'd get over and have the Mars bars. And he used to love, his favourite thing was, they only just come out, was, the fuck they call them? Double deckers just come out. We used to get all the stuff that wasn't dead rattly, put it in the bag. And then he'd come back in and say to her, what time did you say it was? And then she'd go, I've just told you. And then the next minute, I'd be in about 3 or 4 minutes getting the stuff. Couldn't get drinks. It was too hard because you dropped it. Get all the stuff in the bag, and he'd go out again, and then the noise would go, and then I'd just sneak out the door. Or I'd get up and walk to the door, and then open the door with the stuff, and then pass it to him, and then she'd say, oh, what do you want? I said, oh, no. I said, I'm just going to ask if something, it doesn't matter. I was going to ask my mum, was there something I'd come out with, and then get out, we'd go out the shop, and we used to go around the corner, and we used to go on this roof. We used to go on the roof and sit on the roof and watch everyone go and walk on the bar and stuff. And we were there eating sweets on the roof. Mars bars, and he loved double deckers, Dorsley. He had the Bruss Arms. So one day we were up there, we found a purse for £5 in it. We were only kids, we were all £8 notes. And there was 4 of us. So we gave the young kid who was with us. We all had a pound, there was £4. There was 4 of us. So I think we had 150 each, I think it was. I think it was 125 each. Anyway, the fucking young kid who was there, we got 50 pence, so I think it was 50 pence change. We gave it to him. It was only his fucking mum's purse. And anyway, he went and fucking grassed us up and came to school, so we had to pay the money back every week. We were only about 12 or something. Yeah, knock it down, guys. What we used to do with that on them there, Rock, we used to get a balloon. There was a horrible old cunt in the street. He was horrible. He was only about 40. He used to go, I'll bust your ball with a fucking with a knife. So we used to go on the top, put a balloon on with a piece of string, like a cotton, tack it on the door with a drawing pin, knock on the door, and the balloon would come down and it would full of water. We used to laugh like fuck, we were only kids. Then we used to go carol singing, make money. We made a fiver one night, carol singing, me and Dorsey. Then we used to do the other thing, we used to make guys go, penny for the guy. Then someone would come out to give you the penny and take the guy off you, who were cunts. We used to stand there all night, penny for the guy, and we'd come home like for 2 or 3 quid, but you got to remember, it was 3 pence for a Mars bar when I was a kid. And you get in the cinema for about 15, 20 pence. You get in the baths, 2 pence used to be. So what we done, me and Dorsey, we were in the baths, and there was like different, every hour there'd be a different lifeguard come in. So the woman would come in or something. So you'd have to have a white band, a green one, say a yellow one, a blue one. See, that was the 4 colours. So beep, 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 the white one would come on, she have to come out. So what we did was we went through the back. The alarm went off, so we were carrying on, the kids fighting, and anyway, they went on, broke them up. As we were there, we seen all the bands. There was 20 white bands, 20 red bands, 20 yellow, or whatever, green ones. So we pinched each band. So we got 4 bands of 4 different colours. So we go in and put them down our shorts, like our trunks, because they're tight trunks. And then the blue would go off. So we just change it onto the green one. Say it was green next. We go under the water like that and change it and put the green one and put the blue one back down your trunks. Swim in the water, or what you do, you put it on your feet, on your ankle. You swim and they go, what colour are you? And you go out, beep, beep, and then she'd go to check people before they went, and then go see what we were on, say red or something. And then the other one would come in, and then when they go to blue or something, we change it to blue again or green or whatever. And we'd stay in the bath for fucking hours because they'd have different people coming in. And then if it was the 4th one coming back, we'd stop on the 4th. So we'd be in there maybe 4 hours. So we'd come out, our skin was like fucking old men's fucking hands and everything were all wrinkled to fuck. We'd be in there and go, Right, what do you want? There'll be like 10 of us in there. What do you want? I was skinny, scored the top bar and jump off. I couldn't, I fucking didn't dare. Fucking hate it. I went on the second one and I dived and my legs went over and hit the water like that and all my back of me fucking legs were red raw. Fucking killed me. Shut up! Fucking doggy's a nightmare. Anyway, we're in there and we used to go, right, what do you want? And you go, right, Albish, right, say, do you want an arrow? Do you want a hand grenade? Do you want a spear? Do you want a bomb? They blow you up with a fucking bomb or a bazooka. So you'd stand on the front of the thing here, and the other ones would be in the water, and you go, oh, you have to do that and pretend, pretend like a swan dive in the water. Whoever got the best, whoever was the best at doing it was next to go on the top, and then you'd say what you want to go. I want a machine gun. You go, you get shot the fuck on the side, and fall in the water dead. We play that game for fucking hours in there. We'd go mad with it sometimes the people, but we play that game for hours. Fucking mad it was, and we play TIG in the water and all. It was fucking class. What a loser freedom. What a loser freedom. There won't only been plenty, always trolls. Oh, he's fucking idiot. We know it's him now. Fucking man. Fucking state. I'll fight. When you're the duck. Can't even speak properly. No one listens to your voice. Somebody said it's like the blackboard, and you remember the old film Jaws? And then the blackboard, he comes in, he screeches it down, Richard Dreyfuss, and they'll go, oh, that's your voice, Boyle. Waiting for pain injections. Yeah, they're horrible. I'm thinking of going for them, mate, because I'm fucking the pain. Peter the Vox, it's fucking horrible. You know yourself. He's the one I was thinking about. Peter the Vox, I was worried about him. He's another one. So I know he's got the same stuff as me. I think he's got worse than fucking me. Or we're on the same page. We're going to get wheelchaired up together. We're going to take on the world down London, aren't we, Peter? Son? We're going to show them all the fuckers what we can do. Just because we're in wheelchairs, we're not fucking cripples. we might be crippled, but we can still fight back. Well, that's where he thought he could do that. Because crippled, because I was paralysed, he's going to be fucked in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. But you know the willpower, me, I've always had it in my head. I've always had that thing where I'll never give in. I'd rather die than give in. I'll just keep fighting. The pain I'm in now, 9 out of 10 people would pass out with it. I'm telling you, it's fucking horrendous. The pain that's in my hands now. It's like you fight. It's like being on fire and being electrocuted at the same time. That's what the pain's like. And your hand being trapped in a door or something. You can't explain the pain because it's that bad. Honestly, you balk with the pain. You proper bile comes out. People will tell you. And then when you get the painkillers, I only take a bit with that Boromorph and stuff because you can get addicted to that. But some nights you've got to take, like say, I'm supposed to take 5 mil 4 times a day, but I'll probably take 2 mil. I come on before, sometimes I'll come on, and that's why I've got to take them tablets because it makes you feel sick. It's that horrible to take the taste, but if you don't take it, you can't function. You're fucking gone. Yeah. I only eat Mars bars melted. Do you know what? I love them in the fridge. Put them in the freezer, proper freeze the Mars bar, the marathons, especially in the summertime. In the 1976 was the hottest summer ever. It was the least amount of water that ever rained in history, and it was also 2 inches of water. All you could have was like in the war was 2 inches of water in the bath, and there was hose pipe bands. So what happened in 76 Westview Road? Yeah, Westview Road had a 224. The Vintners used that side, the Gibbons lived that side. Carol Mincher, she lived that side, on the other side. She was a lovely person. Angela Jewson lived on the other side. I remember her. She lived next door, a couple of 2 doors with us. And the Vintners lived that side as well. And then Dorsey lived. John Robson was I was telling you about the boxing. John Robson, he fought for Gus Robinson for years. John, he was one of my best friends as well. He was a good lad. We used to knock around together at school, went to the same school, and a really nice lad, John. Love him all the world. Come on about a year ago, I said, did you remember me, Brian? I said, of course I remember you. Fucking love you a bit, John. Fucking all the memories I've had with him. You know, he was the one when we found the pound. We were walking along, it was 1977, when you were playing Liverpool. John went, I found a pound. I went, a fucking pound, 3 pence for a Mars bar. So when he's like that, so I'm walking, we're in the bus stop, so we stood there in the bus stop waiting for the match to start. It was Manchester United play Liverpool. Dorsey supported Man United, Liverpool. So John's with I've got to see John walking down the street. So I'm coming down, I find 10 pence. Now 10 pence was fucking fortune them days. You get like 10 pence mix up or 20 pence mix up. And I used to go to the shop and I used to go, but what I used to do is to go for people in the corner of the shops, right round. You're out from the shop, and might go for 5 or 6 people. So I'd come back with a pound sometimes, so 50, 60 pence. So that'd be enough to go to the pictures. It was 15, 20 pence in the pictures. And you'd buy a pack of crisps for 2p. You get the bus there, 2 pence, but we used to nick on the bus. We used to nick off the bus and nick on it. So we used to, only in the good old days, Halloween turnips. Yeah, we used to do them as well, cut them all out. I liked turnip, but they were hard work them. So anyway, so we used to live down there. So, well, that's my fucking story now. What was talking about? So yeah, so he found the pound note, because they were massive, big, like a greeny colour and white, massive, big pound notes they were. I can't remember what was on them. And then I found 10 pence. So we walked up a little bit further and it was on the green verge as you're on the road, across the road, and you stand on the green verge in the middle, and you go on the next side of the road. He found another pound, and you're fucking joking. You're joking. He went, no, look, he showed me £2. Like, I went, oh, fucking, I can't believe it. I went, here. So anyway, so I'm walking back down with him. We stood there and we were looking for it then. So kicking the leaves in the bus stop, there was somebody doing the gardening and stuff. And there was another 10 pence on the floor. So he gave me £1 and I gave him 10 pence. And that wasn't a good deal, was it, for him? So we had £1 10 each. So we went to the pictures. I think we went to watch James Bond. And we went in. And them days you got a ticket. And it was the Odeon of Rock, can remember that. I think he probably took Young Rock. The Odeon can remember that. Helen Janice, if she's on, she probably remember it. Helen, we used to go to the Odeon. That was on the left side. The baths was the Mill House baths used to go in. And then at the other side, wrinkled like a walnut, Sid. Yeah, you're right. Fucking terrible. There's another one. He knows what I'm talking about. We used to do. Yeah. Shut up! Wrinkled like a walnut. Yeah, you're right. Fucking come out like that like a fucking old man. What, 88? And yeah, bless this house, laugh out loud. So anyway, we came out and we went to the cinema. So we goes in the cinema and we paid to get in. Fucking beautiful the cinemas were in them days. I'm not joking. Not like they are now. All big brass things on the walls, and there's pictures of like beautiful women on the wall who were stars and that. And pictures of like John Wayne on a horse and all that. And you were like looking around at that, like mesmerized. It was beautiful. It was like the era of like the 50s and 60s. I'd say was probably the best era for all the massive films. But we were kids in the 70s, where it was like Star Wars and fucking Back to the Future and all that stuff, and all them stuff in the 80s. So we used to go to the pictures to see the things like that. So when we went to see James Bond, we went in, we watched it, me and John, and then we just sneaked out into the toilet, sat in the toilet for about 20 minutes. We'd come round, clean out. Anyone in, they'll say that, and you just say, I'm just on the toilet, and they leave you. And then what we used to do was we used to go back and watch the same film again. But the only thing you had to do is you had to watch the B movie fest. There'd be a B movie, like it'd be shit. But to us, it was great because you were kids in the cinema and you're out all day because you just found the £1 note in the street. So we used to go to the shop for our mum, and we used to go to the shop for people like in the street. And when we went to the shop, we used to say, can we have the Green Shield stamps? Because you would spend so much on sweets, spend so much in the shop, get your sweets as well. And then they'd say, can we have some stamps in the books? So you get the books and you start sticking the stamps in. You used to get about £2 for a book. It'd probably take you about 6 months to get all the stamps. But that'd be like Christmas for your mum, £1 for your dad, say, for a present, £1 for your mum for Christmas, and you put it away until Christmas come. And then you go to the shop and you get, like, say, a box of Maltesers or something like that, or a box of chocolates for your mum and dad or something, or a pack of or something for your dad or whatever. And that would be like their Christmas present, to be over the moon, your mum and dad. But now kids don't seem to do that. They just say, Mum, can I have a £5,000 car? Can you pay for the insurance? Can you pay for this? Can you put the petrol in? They're just not satisfied now. They won't jump on it. I used to go to work. I used to walk, or I used to pedal bike to work. Kids want cars at 16, 17 year old now.
See my specs back?
No, I haven't. Should have went to Specsavers.
I get the other stuff we downloaded.
You're all right, no rush.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's saying hello. Say hello to Emma. Thumbs up for Emma, everyone. She's in the background.
Hiya.
She's the one doing all the important work. I'm the one doing all the.
I'll just explain to you quickly what I'm doing. So it might sound like funny, but I'm going to get to the not funny.
The reason why she's doing it is to get me out of fucking jail, isn't it?
Right, and also I want to do Dale good because I promised him, and he was a lovely man,
He's not here now.
He's died. But I'm sticking with the Dale thing at the moment because it all leads into another thing. So next upload I'm going to do is going to be Simon Ambler. So it comes up as Respect Ambler because me and Dale had blocked him, right? Because obviously we must have been having a little bit of trolling thing with him. So when Dale got the friend request from me, you can see Dale saying to me, he's friend requesting me, do you know him? But it was Simon, and this was him explaining what he'd been asked to do by the author. And on that message, he says about how he'd asked him to do something to Dale, and the next day he said to him, what have you done? And because Simon was onto him, he said, you better not asking.
Better not have asking.
Right.
Better
and then,
as if he did something.
But as if he'd done something, but that's when he got in touch with
that
us.
Was to keep him off his back, wasn't it?
So I'm also going to be showing a statement, which I'm allowed to, because it was all part of the pack I had for court, where Simon admits this, and he says, I'm not bothered if I get into trouble, but I want to admit because I can see what's been going on, and I will. It's made people. It's sick, and then you'll see all the. I'm going to squash it out, gay rape, porn, and stuff like that. Then that'll lead into Ben Doherty, and then Ben Doherty will lead into somebody else. And he was a good boxer from London.
He was sending that gay rape form to Carol Edwards, Emma, me, Terry Dicko, the Matty Joseph Turner's 2 85, 87-year-old.
He'll be shocked about what I've got. I've got all the messages off. If you're listening, which I know you are, and you upload in, what is it? I upload all my videos to
Great, because we want that to happen.
Right, I've even got messages off the people, the school teacher that handed the money over to you.
£1,500
for the book. Right, I've got all that as well.
Yeah,
all of it's going out on you because I've had enough of you.
What he done is he said, a school teacher come and she packed in being a teacher and she said, I've got this money, I've saved it for a while. Could you do it? How much would it cost? He said £1,500. So the lady gave him the £1,500. I don't know if it was a cheque or whatever. He got the £1,500, Brendan, and give her nothing. Didn't even do the book.
He pretended to be Brendan the other day. It's the same things as what he says on his videos. I'm going to make your husband famous, this, that, and the other. Yeah. So I put them up. But I can't wait to get to the actual troll group of when the house was getting smashed up. And I'm going to let you see all about Gary Smasher. And I'm going to show you proof of who Gary Smasher is.
And even the policeman recorded that on his cam thing, didn't he?
And I'm going to also show you a lot more.
The cop has seen that though, didn't he?
No, that was different.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Right, get out then.
Well, you get out.
Yeah, Liam, you're right. Peter the Box, time release. Yeah, Peter, yeah.
But I'm not doing anything wrong to each one of these people.
No, it's just the truth. Give consent.
Has asked me to put it out there.
They just said to Emma, can you put this out there? Because we don't want anyone else going through what we've gone through. And we would like any of yous go through it.
Well, what they didn't realise is I was collecting every single bit, and I've kept my mouth shut for ages. And I've never passed it on to anybody. But I've saved it and saved it and saved it. Now it's got to the point where I think, and I promised you all it was coming out, and now it is coming out. Every day it'll be out for probably the next month or two.
So she's got all the evidence there. But I told you about that lady, didn't I? So I told you that about 5 months ago. About he even robbed the school teacher of £1,500. Him and Brenton split the money together and ripped the lady off. We've got the screenshots now from Dale proving it. Like she said, I've done this. We've got the full name of the lady. I'm going to try and contact this woman. I'll come on the show and out these bastards again. I'm going to keep getting Peter to come on. I'm going to keep getting the people you've tortured to come on. Terry's coming back on. I'm getting them all on. I'm going to prove to the world that you are a fucking hideous it's called, woman, and a horrendous, evil, twisted troll. You're not happy to get your jollies off, ripping people off. So what he does, this is what he does, guys. He befriends you. You do the books with him. And then he thinks, how can I get fucking, I don't know, I'll do something. So if you, my old friend, gone China, loved him all the while. He was like a dad to me, loved him. And he said to me, Brian, what people do to not pay you, and I never forgot it, he said to me, what they do is they'll do something to fall out of you. Hey, I'm not fucking paying you now. I'm not your friend. Fuck you. You're getting out. So they'll do something bad. So you think, you start arguing over it, and then you go, fuck you, you're getting out. And the money I owe you, you're getting fuck all now. You never said about my wife, or you never said about my such and such. So he draws you into something where you say something. And then he says, he uses that excuse, and that's what they do. People, anyone who does that to you, don't fall for it, because what they do, they deliberately want you to fall out. So they go, you said this about me, you said that, so I'm not paying you that $5,000. That's how the way they get out of it. And that scumbag, he's done it for years with the drugs. He's got in areas where he's lived for, say, 6 months and run, you know, like people, rock nose, I'm not lying. Most of the lads on the have had coke. Most of the lads have had crack and fucking ease and fucking all. We're all grown men. We can put our hands up and own ourselves. None of us are liars on here. We don't say, I've never took that in my life. I took it when I was 16 once, and fucking lies he tells. You can see by the state of you and the state of the dripping of the sweat coming off you, and your eyes fucking like fucking eye eyes. Your eyes are like that, big black pools, like cesspools are like, big black pools you see, or the big black fucking marbles like a bongie. Your eyes are popping out your head, and you sat there pretending. Yeah, they chew most corner shops. But them corner shops we used to have, Freedom. If it wasn't for them corner shops, I don't think any of us would be alive, hardly. Because how many mums on here would go, and dads would go and say, son, go to the shop, go to Mrs. Elsie Bump. She had a bump I read, so she was called Elsie Bump. I'm not going to lie, we all used to call her Elsie Bump. It wasn't nasty. It was just all, you remember Elsie, fucking whatever name to another person. When you're younger in them days, it was just them names. It's like the Pakistani shops, you would say the short name for it. I'm just going to the Chinese, going to Chinkies as well. And that's not being racist. That's what people call them. Even the fucking people who Chinese call it. Can you get as a such and such? Can you go to the such and such? They call it a shop, but they used to call it something different. But even the lads say that to my mate's Asian. And I'm sitting there waiting for a taxi, and he's going, where's this fucking taxi driver out? And he's Asian himself, fucking fuming, because you can't say them words nowadays. I fucking can. I'm Pakistani myself, he said. And I own the fucking taxi rank. They were laughing at me. This is Shab and Marvin, me and all them. And the Asian lads themselves said, Brian, all that fucking shit. I thought it's just not racism. It's just a fucking word. It's just an English word which has been brought up since we were kids. If you can't take that on the chin being a Pakistani, you're not a proper lad. You're not one of the lads. And I love all that when people are like that. My mate, one of my three best mates, Adish, Mark Johnson, Ali Johnson, the dad was in the Gurkhas, lovely lads, but they're the same. They went, and you would go, where's this black bastard that he's doing my fucking everything? I'm like, look at everything. What are you doing? You can't. And you're going, well, of course I can't. I'm black myself, either. And we just laugh our fucking heads off. I said, you can't say them words when he said, no, you can, Brian, because it's just not racism. It's just the way things are.
Byline channel, that'll be in between somewhere, the one that got took down. But I've got every single screenshot of her antagonising it, encouraging it, and that shows you how scared she was. And she's claiming to be scared of Brian.
And that thing when you do antagonise something like that, that's called conspiring.
Yeah, the full channel made up by lie channel that I got took down all in one fell swoop. I knew it was. And you Shirley were underneath every single comment antagonising it. I've got every single comment you ever made, and you don't sound like a woman who's in fear of her life to me.
Yeah, you are then. Did they play that victim, don't they? Like Carol said, they play the victim after they do all the stuff, bully people, and then they go, they're going to get us. They start playing the victim. Yeah. So, yeah, going back to the pictures. So, we used to look at the pictures. So, Emma's got one Brian Lie channel. I'm lying about me, squats and all the other stuff. So what did I do? Brought all the stuff on what I did. Oh, he's not doing it properly. You couldn't even lift. He said, I've got the bar. It's got 460 key on. And what it was, he said, it's not a proper deadlift. I never said it was a deadlift. He's that thick. So what happened? I trained. I was going for the British Strongest Man. So I trained with the lad was trained, not trained me. He actually helped me, and he came fifth in Mr. England. He could bodybuilder, but he did powerlifting as well. And he was squatting one day, and they had 6 plates each end. 200, what's that? 265 key, I think 270 key with the collars on. And he said, I said, mate, can you give us a spot? And he went, yeah, of course I can. He said, how many are you going for? I went, about 20. He went, you joking? And I just laughed. He went, how then? So I put the out things on. I've come back there. And I've come back and I've got 22 reps with 270 kg. And he went, fucking hell. He said, I thought I was good getting one rep and 2 touches off that. You just I'm going home. He said, my head's fucking fried. I can't believe the strength you've got. He said, you need to go in the British Strongest, man. You'll qualify for the Britain. I'm telling you, you'll qualify for the World Strongest. I've been in loads of shows. I've never seen anyone do that in competitions I've been in with. So he said, super strength that. So they started asking me to go on shows when I did a 2. He said to me, a lad from Spennymoor called Paul, what's his fucking second name? Oh, he was a top bodybuilder now, but he was a Britain's strongest man. He was second 4 times in a row, 4 or 5 times in a row. He got Paul something. I can't remember his fucking second name. Anyway, he was coming out to the dressing by, you're a big lad. He said, oh yeah. He said, oh, are you Brian Cockerill? Yeah. Anyway, I shook his hand, going in and seeing him. He said, how much are you squatting and all that? I said, oh, I can squat 8.5 plates each. And he went, not being disrespectful, bro, but I'd have to see that. Because if is the case, you are doing that. That's fucking unbelievable. He said, so I said, yeah. So what I've done is, this is where Paul Brooks from Welsh British Strongest Man. So he said, that is unbelievable if you've got that. So this is where we started. This was the real sole reason why I started videoing, because he didn't believe me. I thought, fucking call me a liar. So anyway, I got a video of him coming down the shop and I showed him. He went, fucking hell, that's ridiculous. That's. He said, why don't you compete? Come train with me. I said, I don't know how to lift the stones. And I said, I'll help you. He said, I've got like big square ones and a few round ones. Come and train with me. He said, so I said, what I'm struggling with, my deadlift, my grip keeps going. He said, I'll tell you how to do that. He said, what it is with you, what you need to do is, what you deadlift. I said, I can do about 6.5 plates. But then I dropped the weight because my hands aren't strong enough. He said, right, get a bar, put six plates there outside, 6 that flag, put a collar on because it'll come off. He said, grab the bar and hold it for 10 seconds, put it down, have a minute rest or 30 seconds rest, go back, put 7 plates on, hold it 10 seconds, and keep doing that. Within 2 or 3, when you see me doing it, I've got 460 key on, 460 key, 450 is like 900, 450 doubles 900, and then 50, so it's 9. Over, you're talking, I think it was over £1,000. I think it was £1,023 or something. It was 460 key. So what happened is, I was doing it when I had the 460 key on, and the fucking bar starts bending. If you watch the video, you'll see the bar's bending on there with 460 key. Olympic bar. It shows you how strong I was. So I'm holding it. And what happened after 3 months, I went from 6.5 plates, and I was deadlifting. I was only getting 1 rep. I was doing 10 reps with it. So then I was doing 8.5 plates deadlift, 8.5 plates and a collar. I think it was 365 key. I deadlifted for 3 reps. But I never videoed that because that was later on. I'd already done it then, so I didn't have enough to prove. So what happened is, the lifts I was doing, the bench press and all the other stuff, the shoulder press was 65 key dumbbells. You see me doing 10 reps press. Later on, I got even stronger than that. So that was me back training. I was only 21.5 stone when I come back. So what I did is I kept training. So I went up to 20. Took loads of steroids, took loads of growth, insulin, everything. I took everything, all the fucking gear. I took eating 10,000 calories, sometimes more a day. And I ended up fucking 24 stone, 23 stone, 23 stone, 10 pounds. So all my weights went up, but that grip work, what he showed me, he said another great one to do is get 2 20 kilo discs on you. What are you weigh? I said about 350 odd pounds, I think I weighed at the time I was. He said, well, hang off the bar, bust these weights on, and hang off the bars, grip the bars as long as hard as you can. And that was, and then I did a deadlift with 6 plates, and I did 10 reps. Now the record was, I think the record was 10 reps, or it was 9 reps. So when it went, what happened is, it was Baldy Chrissy, little Brian, who was videoing me. Big Brian never went. And Benji, I think 3 of them went down there to Sheffield. Now, Sheffield's got a bloke down there called Jamie. Someone was lying about it. Jamie Reeves was the world's strongest man, but he was from Sheffield and the British strongest man. I couldn't do my head in him. He's been out 10 times, he's been out that door. So the next minute, they've gone down there. So I went on me squatting the day before, 3 days before, and I've got 920s each end. 920s each end, which is what? 180 key plus the bar. I think it was 185 key iron on. And I've gone down and I've come up and I've got 3/4 of the way up and I've got it up. But I bet my knee was doing it. So I've come up with the weight. Over 900 fucking pounds on it was. And I bet my knee. So the next day I've got to bed, my knee was like a fucking like that, like a football. Couldn't get out of bed. So I ended up taking loads of meds. So they went down with the video. It's a video. There was Stumpy. There was another one called Jamie Barr, who was the Britain's strongest man, I think, or Scottish strongest, English strongest man. And there was Jamie Reeves. So when they got there, they're all doing the lifts. There was a lad from Scotland, he couldn't do one lift for 6 plates on the deadlift. I'd done 10. So anyway, I said, video them on the farmer's lift. I don't know how to do it. Ask if I'm going to do my deadlift right. When you show my video, see if I'm doing it right and see if my squats are okay. So anyway, he was there. There was a lad called Stumpy there. He was only little, but he was fucking really strong. So anyway, Stumpy's doing his lifts, walking with him, farmer's walk, and he's videoing him. And then his lad, Jamie Barr come over and said, let's have a look at Stumpy, how far he got there. Just want to have a quick look, see what his technique was like. So he's doing that. So he goes, the video goes backwards. So it jumped from him to me, doing the deadlift for the 6 plates. You went, hold on, mate. He's trying to go back to Stumpy. Rewind that back a minute, 2 seconds. Rewind that back. Went, oh, the fuck's he? He said, oh, it's Brian Cockerill. They didn't know me then. He said, oh, it's Brian Cockerill. He went, let's have a look at the weight he's left in there. He went, that's the British record. He's just done there. 10 reps for that weight is the British record. Here, come and have a look at this lad here. Fucking slides over me. Traps are up there. Come and have a look at this guy here. They're all coming over. They're all looking at me on the video, winding me back, talking about me. And then I said, oh, you can squat fucking 8.5 plates. He went, you joke. And he went, oh, you could do fucking 900 odd pound squat. And I went, fucking hell. He said, get him in the show. So then Jamie Reeves got the number. So he left me voicemails on the fucking thing. Jamie Reeves, I want you to compete. What we're trying to do, we're trying to get people like you now, with really good physiques, instead of like the big lads like ours. He said overweight and people like the Irish side. We want people like your type, like a Poborowski type physiques and strength. We're trying to get it so it's more healthier looking for people. It looks better. So you'd be great for us to compete. We really want you to compete. Anyway, look, 6 messages left. Anyway, he sent me a piece of paper, and it was to be fill in. Put my name and address and everything on it. And then I was qualified. He said, what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to qualify you for the Britain's strongest man. The lifts you've lifted are amazing. He said, the deadlift, you want to try and get your back a little bit further down your bum and you want to push the such and such. So what you've done there, I'm going to put you through, because what we were doing like the other day is to get through the English one to go to the British one. So I'm going to buy you straight through. So Sean Day's friend was called Tony Nunn. Tony Nunn's wife was the top singer. She had a number one song on the charts. Like Puppet on a String, something like that type of singer. And she was in the charts in them days. So
folks morning, just take on because we've just got.
So he Sean knew this man. So anyway, I'm in what's that? Saltburn, where Mark's from. I'm in Saltburn, and there's a cafe. There's a cafe in Saltburn, and Goodwin's are the richest people in that part where Mark's from, and in Redcar, Goodwin's are the multi-millionaires, and they've got a big, massive castle type thing on the front, but it's made out of old people's home. One of the mass solicitors there got me off with the attempted murder once then. So Mark's a good lad. So Mark phones Sean, and they wanted us to put something out of this house. There was a big block of flats. As you went into Saltburn, as you go into Saltburn, there's a big block of flats on the right, and at the bottom is Wetherell's furniture shop. So I've got to this place to put them out, these people, because there's some young lads in there with his mates, and there's 8 other people in, and they've all left because they're scared of these two. The raves in there, charging people to come in, bottles all over the floor. So gone to the door and come up. Come here, I want you. He's knocked on the door. I said, open the fucking door now. So he come to the door. He said, I've been in the shower. I said, how can you be in the shower? Your hair's still fucking dry. I said, are you such and such? And yeah. I said, do you want the good news or the bad news? What's the bad news? I said, the bad news is you've got to leave. He said, what's the good news? I said, I'm giving you 10 minutes. 10 minutes to leave. I said, you've tortured old women, everything in this fucking flat. You're a fucking bully. You're on drugs all the time. You've got 14-year-old kids you're sleeping with, 13-year-old kids, and you're applying them with drugs. So anyway, fucking right. So as he's coming out, he's put this pure scumbag having sex with young kids. So he's got this parrot, not a parrot, sorry, some type of bird, like a fucking. It was a black bird, I think, some type of bird. I can't remember what it's called now. Mama bird, I think it was, like a mama bird, but it was like a parrot, say. So he's got it in the cage. He's got it in the garden, and then I could hear him say to his mate, well, I'm not fucking scared. I'll just stab him. And you what? You fucking divvy cunt. I went to the door. He said, I'm sorry, I thought, you cheeky little cunt. I'll teach you. So anyway, this old woman's gone by because he's putting all his stuff, telly and everything in the garden. I've got to put it to me. I have to take it to my mum's and that. He said, or my brothers or whatever. So he's got his brother and there's coming up getting stuff. Anyway, he's got this parrot. This old woman's about 60, comes with Sean, stood there. She went, how much is that parrot? I went, no, you can have it out over here. Take it over here. You can have it. I thought, I'll teach you, you could. I thought, he's smoking cannons down in that parrot. It's going to kill it with that cunt. So I'll give it to the old woman. She's gone with the parrot. So she's come out and went, where's my parrot gone, Brian? Where's my parrot gone, Sean? He went, I said, I seen it flying off with the cage. It flew off with the cage on it. It just flew off. It's gone up there. It's gone miles away. I think it's going back to Africa. No, just to give it to the old woman. So anyway, we get to out the flat. And Mark went, oh, fucking man. So I went back a week later. And it was full of all normal people. There was no trouble. All the people were sat on the front having sandwiches and eating stuff and drinks and stuff. Not just normal people, everyday people off Council Estate. This bullying bastard was bullying them and taking money off them and everything for rent. Charging them rent for my mate's fucking place. So we put him out, the cheeky cunt. So anyway, if you go down to this place, So that area there, Mark knows what I'm on about. It's all Victorian buildings. So I'm down there. I used to go to the cafe. My number plate was B1 9. So then I put like the yellow bit in the middle, so it made it look like an I. So B1 with a bit of dot in the middle, and then the Y. So the Y looked like a big bri, BRY. So it was B19. So it looked like a big. And the BRY, so a big bride number plate, and it was about 21.5 grand I paid for the plate, the car, sorry. The Saab convertible 9.3 it was called. All cream seats, leather cream seats, push up board. It was fucking beautiful it was. Only had about 3,000 miles on the clock. So I bought that in Alexandra's garage in Thornaby. So I'm up there. He went, oh, it's really big bride. I said, it is fucking big bride. And Matt was laughing because they had millionaires. Anyway, I go to this cafe because I used to go to the cafe there. I used to go in, a lovely cafe right at the very corner. A lot of handicapped people used to go in. So we're sitting eating something to eat. Sean Day pulls up, comes with this man who was only that big. He looked like him off Jurassic Park. So it was all right. He went, oh yeah. And I went, go on after me, love. You'll be for me. Then somebody come in the wheelchair and say, I'll get that. Don't worry about that. Leave that. I'll sort that for you. Carried a bag out for them and helped them open the door. And I helped him out with the wheelchair, this bloke. I went, oh, thank you so much. He said, my pleasure, anytime. So he went, oh, he's a big lad. And he said, oh, that's my mate. He said, who's he? He said, Brian's the best fighter. He said, one of the best fighters in the country. He said, look at the sides of his hands, he said, and the sides of his legs, because he had a pair of shorts on. He went, he's absolute, unbelievable, the size of him. He said, well, what polite manners for a man that size. So he said, next minute, he talked to Sean. This is Tony. I said, hey, Tony, pleased to meet you. How are you doing? He went, I'm fine. He's worth 60 million, this bloke. He had places in Essex and everywhere. And he actually works with Simon Cowell and Elton John. So when I come on the phone to me, he said, he was on the phone to them too. No, they were in his house at Christmas it was. They were doing a singing thing. So he had a lad with him, he was like a black lad. He said, he's going to be the next that out of accent, sings and they call it Audie Murphy, something Murphy they call him, the actor. He says he's going to be like him, not Audie Murphy, the singer actor one, the black lad. And he said, my wife was number one in the charts and such, and Sean was telling me anyway. So I bumped him again. So Sean was doing the houses out there. He was getting all the, Sean's really clever. He was getting all like the builders in and window fitters and all that stuff, doing all the houses for him. So his project, Tony was like buying properties all over the country and doing them up, making them into stylish, like, from bed sits into fucking next stylish top of the range flats for people. Posh area, Salt Bay, really posh. So anyway, I'm in there, and he says, "Would you be interested in it? Would you be any interested in going making a film?" I went, "What do you mean a film? You went, a movie?" I went. He said, "Well, that's what Tony does." He said, He said, "He's doing a movie with," and I tell you, I can prove it was little Brian. He was down London, and I was in the newspaper, and it went the tax man, the such and such book and all that stuff. He went, "Oh," he said, little Brian was with you call that fucking boxer, the black lad, little boxer. Only got a Duke McKenzie. So Duke McKenzie sat in this place and they're watching boxing. Little Bride's there. He went, "Oh, blah 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 blah." I said, "Oh." And then little Bride's got the book of me, and that Duke McKenzie went, "No, sorry, it's not the book. It was a newspaper. It was a Daily Sport. You know, the daft Daily Sport thing. It was that. He was reading the paper, and he went. He said, "Yeah." So Brian's seen a picture of me, and he went, "Oh, see him there? That's my mate. It's Brian Cockerill." He said, I trained with him. I video him training and that." He said, "Funny enough," he said, "I'm going to be in a film with him." He said, "They've told me about him." He said, "I've seen the size of him. He's absolutely huge. You know, he only weighed 8 stone, Duke McKenzie." There was Duke McKenzie, another lad, I can't remember the lad's name, some type of actor, but he was a black lad. I can't remember his fucking name now. And he said it was going to be made in Birmingham, funny enough. So I made that film in Birmingham, but it was nothing to do with it. So what it was about, a bit like the Fast and Furious, he said, it's going to be about 2 car thieves. And you're going to be their minder, but I want you to get a big pair of boots, a bit 2 inches higher. So I want you even bigger than, I know you, he said, "What do you weigh now?" I said, "About 22 stone. Can you get big as you can?" I said, "I'll probably get to 25 stone. So I got a 24 stone 10. And he went, and next time we see him about 3 months later, he went, "Fuck," and he never swears. He said, "Fucking hell," he said, your arms are you're bigger than a fucking grill," he said. "So you're going to put back, but get some shoes so you're about 2 inches higher." I said, "I'm 6'3.5". He went, "Well, if you get the 6'6", 6'4", 5, you're brilliant, because they're already fucking 5'6" or something, 5'7", and they only weigh 8 stone. So you're going to be like coming to the car, and the car's going to sink down when you're sitting in a type of thing, and you're going to tell these off type of thing. But then you become their bodyguard." Anyway, I was going around going, and then he said, "I've got another film for project I'm doing in America. It's about a giant." So I'm going around the house going, "Fee, fi, fum. I smell the blood of an English bum," all this fucking stuff. Wasn't like, fuck with these parts I got. What me being a fucking dickhead, end up going back on the crack and fucked it up. Tony come to see me with a lad called Anton Ivanovich from the Daily Mirror. Put me in the day. I've got the papers upstairs. They put me in the Daily Mirror. I was in all these newspaper things. He met me in Darlington train station. Then we went to Judges Gym. Judges. It's a place where all the judges go. It was all posh judges in there. We went there with them. And Anton Ivanovich, his name's Polish, but he was the Pulitzer Rewarder for the Daily Mirror, and he was also worked for the news. You see him on the news when in Afghanistan, Iraq, he was there talking. So I've got the parts for them films, but because of me on the fucking shit again, like a daft cunt, I ruined the fucking thing for myself. Then I got remanded. But Tony was phoning me all the time, and then what happened to us, what really stopped me doing the movies, because he was still working with me. What I kept fucking up, but mainly because Tony died on the beach in Greece. He went to Greece for a holiday because he had properties over there. He died of a heart attack on the beach. I never got my stuff back, so he had all my fucking stuff, my letters from the complete when I got a buy to the British Strongest Man. He had all them, but Sean seen them all. But Sean tried to get them off, but his wife has moved from the house, so we couldn't get them back. So I was fucking gutted because I was going to put them and keep them and frame them, the other stuff I got. But yeah, I got the by the weights I lifted in the gym. He went, his back, he said, needs to stop rounding his back as much, put a little bit flatter and pull more with your legs, he said. And that was it. He said, but there's nothing wrong with them deadlifts. He said, they're fucking well-class deadlifts and well-class squatting. Well, that leg press is phenomenal. 2,000 pound leg press for 15 reps. I don't know anyone could do it. And these are fucking people who qualified for the Britain's Strongest Man. And he's telling me I'm not strong. Daft little cunt, scruffy little smelly bastard. Never been in the fucking... Oh, Brian said there's a leg bicep. You've got a leg bicep. Well, I've got leg biceps. Only 1, 2, 3. We're Mark Shield. Where's Mark? How's the Mark Everson there? Mark, can you remember what I'm on about here? Where Saltburn, you come down Saltburn as you're coming into Saltburn, you can turn left to go down towards the train station. There was a big block of flats there on the right, and then you can go down left to go to where Wetherell's is, just before there at the top, the bank. That's where I put the lad out there, block of flats. He knows the Goodwins, those richest people in Teesside. The they're probably billionaires, that much money. They're actual solicitors. And Mark Goodwin used to have a jeweller's shop. Lovely lad. He had one in, I think he had one in Saltburn, he had one in Redcar. But on the way out from when you go to Mask, on the right hand side, you can see the big massive, it's like a big castle. There's the Goodwins solicitors, and they've got about 300 houses all over the place. But I was their bodyguard, and I was their enforcer for them when they used to. I wouldn't put people out of houses, but I'd say I'd go to houses where they came, I'd put them out. I wouldn't put couples out or people with old people and stuff. I would not do that. So, but that was only people that were going in causing trouble. I'd worked for them before, but I used to do that. I used to do it all the time for them, instead of talking for a change. Only the man Mark wrote. Instead of talking for a change, get there, the community. If you're talking all the time, you learn. I think if you talk and listen, I think if you've got something good to say and you talk and you get out and help people, I think when people talk shite, obviously don't know what they're talking about. When Boyle's going, don't listen to Brian, porridge is not good for your stomach, and Fat Shirley's going, don't take protein drinks, they're bad for you. She sat there like a fucking house end elephant telling me about training. You've never lifted a fucking, the only thing you've ever lifted is a fucking pie shop. Giving good advice, only give good advice. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. Only if you give good advice to people. But I was just getting Mark to back me up because he's from that way, there, from Saltburn. So Sean was doing. They're all, most of the houses where Mark lives are all Victorian houses, old-fashioned houses. So he was going around and going. So I went. There was a pub called the Back Alex, and the cops, I won't say the names, was going out with the girl who owned the pub, and they were doing drugs in there. And the cops were going in. What they were doing, they were raiding people. They took 3 ounces off these. They took 3 ounces off these lads, and took it to this girl's pub, and she told me, she said, to come in, and he had bicarbs to mix it with, put it in the bicarbs, and they made it into 6 ounces. So they give 3 back to the police station when they went in, because they raided them for 3 ounces. They got the 3 ounces, put it in the car with them. And then they said, we've got to go and do another job. So they went to the warehouse and they raided it. And then they went and they gave it to a lad called Mark Richards. Mark Richards was the one that blew the Operation Lancer out the water. He was working for the police. He tried to set me up. We had kidnapping him, taken away somewhere, fucking threatening him. Anyway, he said, the police were trying to get me to set you up and do a. He was going to give me some canvas. Tell you to go to this to rob this house where it's a dead end and the cop's going to be waiting at the bottom of the road for you, where you can't get out. You'll be caught with the gear in the car because you're going to take it off us. You're going to take it off this lad. I was going to give you the address to, but his house is a dead end. Oh, you dirty fucking bastards, Cleveland police. So what happened? This lass, she used to have a horse. So this copper, he's dead now. This copper, he's dead. So he phoned her up. He says, you know that feathered friend you've got in the field? Open it up. I know what was it? Not feathered. That fucking, what was it? I can't really call it now. The name of the horse. Not feathered. What the fuck is it? He called her something to do with the horse. I don't know if I didn't say the word horse. I can't remember what it fucking was now. See that thing in the field that'll get fucking a bullet in its head's going to get shot. So he threatened to kill the fucking horse. Anyway, she phoned me and said, look, there's lads coming in, they're dealing drugs, and they were from Redcar, from Dormanstown. So I went in, I chased them out, and I worked for ICE to get like £100 a month for it. Lovely lady called the Back Alex. Anyway, this fucking lad, he was causing trouble, and I can't remember the street. There used to be a cafe next to it near the train station, and it was a big long street, and you go down to the front. And where she lived, she was a barrister, and I knocked on the door and didn't know. I said, oh, you're a barrister for what? Craig B, the man said, oh yeah. So I ended up saying, look, your son's going in the back Alex pub, and he smashed the windows, and he's trying to pinch money out the till. It's the second time he's been arrested now. So she's now getting him arrested today. But if you give me your word right now as a barrister, I don't want any money off you whatsoever. She said, no, I'll give you something. I said, no, I don't want any money. It's nothing to do with that. You might represent me later on, and when you represent me, just do a good job. So I said, I'll get him off now. I'll make sure he doesn't get arrested, but you've got to give me your word he won't go back in that pub, because I'll have to severely give him a good screaming at or a slap. And I'm not being horrible. I don't want to do that. Anyway, I went back to the pub. He went in and he apologised that he paid for the fucking window for the woman. He paid the windows. He fucking shit himself. And she said to Craig, so Craig phoned me, the solicitor, said, thank you very much, Brian, for doing that for my colleague's son today. Thank you so much. I always said you were a gentleman. He said, he said, I'm always there to do a job for you. I'm always there to do it to the best of my abilities all the time. I said, look, I'm not going to get the kid in trouble. I'll give him a good eye. I just wanted to try and scare him to stop him going to jail, because he looks like he'll go to jail the next time he does it. So I got him off, the kid. But it's where Mark's from that way. So all them houses down there, Sean was going around. Sean comes on here, and he was going around and doing renovating the houses. But he had like 10 or 12 lads in the house, so they take the floorboards up and put all new floorboards in big fucking house. When you do the house in Victorian, the quality, the brickwork, the stonework is marvellous on them. So when they've jet washed them and all that stuff, they come up and you put like black floors in and white this and black doors and white stuff, and it all just stands out. They're fucking beautiful. They're worth millions of pounds of houses, but you can get like maybe 7 or 8 bed sits out of one. But what he was doing, he was making the house back to the old days. And that's what he did. So he lived in Essex, and he had a bit of a problem with a fucking nonce who tried to touch his daughter's daughter up, and they wanted me to go through, but he fucking died. Poor fucker. But he, a lovely man, Tony Nunn. He was Diana Dawes' agent. He was Diana Dawes. What was the other one called? The boxer, the black Conti. He invented that game, Conti. Some game he invented. With them two invented the game where you get questions for it and answer. I can't remember what it was called. That was a bit like fucking. I can't remember the name of it, but he invented that with him. And he was also Stanley Baxter, the comedian, actor. He worked for him. He was Jimmy White's agent. I think he was Tony Knowles' agent. He was a snooker, but he was also really in with Simon Cowell and Elton John, really good friends. He said, I haven't phoned you for the last 2 weeks. I've been in films. I've been in that film. I've been in the studio recording a record deal with such and such I can't remember which person it was. He said, we've been in there. He said, see what it is with a movie, it takes a long time to do, Brian. When you do a song, you can write a song in 2 or 3 minutes, and you can make more money off that song, because it doesn't cost that much money. When you do movies, cut all that and all the film crew and all the other stuff. When somebody writes a song, you do it, you can do it in a couple of days. But if you do an LP, it takes 2, 3, 4 weeks, sometimes more. So sometimes he'd be tied up and I couldn't get to see him. But he was a lovely, lovely man. His witnesses talked to me a few times, but I can't remember that. Sean Dale will tell you. I'll get Sean to come on. When he comes on, he'll ask him the name of her. She was number 1 song it was in the charts in the 1960s. I can't remember the number. A bit like I put it on the string, something like that. Yeah. Freedom indeed, mate. Yeah. So Saltburn's really like posh area, but a lot of people go up there, a lot of old hippies and that, who smoke cannabis. A hell of a lot of people who live up there smoke cannabis in Saltburn. It's like hippies, like ground where they fucking go, where they go to die type of thing. But near the train station, I used to go to that cafe. There's a cafe there. There's a cafe at the bottom that Mark and me. The cafe's as you go down here, and you go right down the front, but it's on the side there near the train station, and everyone goes to that cafe in Saltburn. It's fucking beautiful. I used to go there. I used to go every day, 7 days a week. Lovely cafe. It was always like quiche. I used to have 2 or 3 quiches, and I'd have like bread with it, and I'd have lettuce, tomatoes, and all that stuff. And it was beautiful. The coffee was beautiful in there. It was lovely. People were spotless. Yeah. Just it was nice to be nice to people. I always just open the door for people. A lot of people with handicapped chairs and stuff like that. He's always opened the door for them and things. And he thought it was amazing been that big and like that type of fighter. He said he's unreal. He said what was the word? He said I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued with him. He said do a contract. He said you give me. I said how do you do the contract? He went you write the contract out yourself. I don't need all these fancy dangle ones. He said just put your name Brian Cockerill. I give consent for Tony Nunn to be my agent for the price of 15%. I'll sign it. You sign it, and it's done. That's all I need. Don't need no else. So as long as it's got paper, with your name on side of my name, that's the contract. I don't need all these top of the range ooty side. He said, so I just take 15%. So he was the one who got me the book world in there to sign the books. And he's the one who got the book all over around the world for me. They got it in train stations and everything for us. Really got it in there. I think it went in a couple of it was in on the airports and everything. You would get on the airplane. And McIntyre, when he put his signature with it helped us as well, so it was good. But that was 2004. That book was written. I think it sold about 20,000 copies or more. Well, last time I was talking, I said it's over 20,000, Brian. But still selling good because he said the book's a really good book. But yeah, Duke Mackenzie, I've never met him, but when I meet him, you'll remember the story. I wonder if I could get hold of him because he was a really nice lad, Duke Mackenzie, really nice person. Kate has vanished. The road, the Princess Kate's vanished. Fucking hell. No, there were all that shit going on. They're saying the kids, your kid might be too black. That's pure fucking racist, isn't it? Terrible, that. Just because the kid's skin is going to... We need to see what colour the kid's skin is before you could be the prince. Well, no. If he's the new King of England, Harry, or whatever the fuck we'll call him, is it? See, I'm not up on them all, but I know what I'm talking about because I watched the documentary. And the thing is, they went, well, he might be too black to be the next king. Can't have a black king. That's fucking terrible. Or can't have a black prince. So she's the princess. Tinfoil be Abdullah. Tinfoil be what I said. He's got her at her house. She's been staying at Jamie Bell's for the last 4 weeks. she's been playing with the shark and talking to the ghost in the house. That's why he'll come out and say, "Oh, guess what, guys? It's gone nuts. It's gone nuts." That's his favourite saying. It's an American saying. Like it's gone. You can sell the books like man. The books have only about 15 minutes and they're a bestseller. You've got to sell about 10,000 copies before it's a bestseller. So what he does, he puts about 10,000 copies out for 10 pence each. They buy the copies back and go, it's a bestseller. No, you bought all the books. He said he couldn't. That's why it's a bestseller. Because you bought all the books. If I sold 20 books, if I sold 1 million, you still wouldn't pretend you'd sold more than you had. Only lunatics do that. Because normal people look in the mirror at themselves and look at themselves and think, you've got to be honest to yourself. You've got to be honest to people. Because if you're not honest to people, they think you only have to fuck up once, tell lies, and people think, it's full of shit, that's full of shit, that's full of shit. But the thing is, when you tell the truth, every time you come on doing something, the truth will set you free. When you lie about things, Goodwins, yeah? Am I right, Mark? And they're millionaires, am I not? You know them up that way, Goodwins. I've got about 300 houses all over Teesside. I work for Mark here, the jeweller shop, just on the left-hand side in Redcar. As you go halfway down on the left-hand side, I used to go and see with George Fawcett. But then they've got properties and they've got solicitors firms all over as well, multiple solicitors as well. But Mark Goodwin is the son of the owners of all them houses and stuff. Nice lad, Mark, blonde-haired kid he is. Box that's all strange. Yes, I remember I was new Mark. Did you know him? Yeah. Good lad, isn't he? Good man. I've seen him for fucking years and years, 20 years. I don't know what you're on about. You're on here, well dodgy. Somebody fucking did saying things or something. Oh, do you mean the prince or something? The princess or something? I'm lost. Trivial Pursuit, that's it. Trivial Pursuit. That's what he invented, yes. Fucking Get Here Only Lonely. It was actual boils gone. As if a boxer would get Trivial Pursuit. That's exactly what John Conte they called him from Liverpool. He invented Trivial Pursuit. He said, when I was out with him, he said he was getting drunk all the time. He was a nightmare. He said, he's a lovely man, brilliant boxer. Yeah, Trivial Pursuit. And you know what? the lad who did my book, the taxman, Steve Richards, did Charlie Bronson's book, and I'm in that one. It's called Solitary Fitness. £1.2 million that book made. And 120,000 copies. And Boyle's telling me I've been in national book, 120,000 copies. Guess what? Get that book. It's about £6, £7, and have a look, and you'll see my physique, how good I was. I'm in there, and with one of the gladiators, she's a girl, and she's fucking brilliant physique, but you wait to see the size of me. My legs are monstrous, but trap overs, I'm huge in the picture. I trained for about 3 months to get in that good shape, and you can see how big I was, monstrously big. And somebody else put me out, he said, there's a book with Brian in, Solitary something else, he said. It was Solitary Fitness, actually. It was Solitary something else, but it's actually called Solitary Fitness, and it was done by Charlie Bronson. But he said, Steve Richards said, the best man in the world for this for you is Brian Cockerill. And, oh, do you know Brian? He said, oh yeah. He said, I've followed him for ages, Charlie said. He said, I've read his books and all that. He said, he's a really good lad, and I've watched the documentary. So he did he got me to do the book with him, and I signed it for him anyway. Then he sent me a picture with him training in the picture, doing all these different lifts and stuff. He said, and I'm in the book, and I've got my hand like that, and I've got a medicine ball in my hand, big medicine ball. So my hand's like that, and he went, fucking hell. He said, that medicine ball looks like a table tennis ball in his hand, or a tennis ball in his hand. His fucking hands are massive, he said. They're still quite big now, my hand. He said, his hands are massive, he said. I've done that with my hand, and I put my hand up and hold the ball like that. I'm like that with the Solitary Fitness white t-shirt and the red writing on. While saying there's no such book, he's making it up. It's all lies. Yeah, Trivial Pursuit. I knew it was a game where you had to ask questions and answers. It was John Conte who invented it with Tony Nunn, N-O-N-E. His name is Tony Nunn. Passed away now. But yeah, lovely man. Yeah, Diana Dawes, he said she was a nightmare, getting drunk all the time, having to get out of hotels. He said, I think he retired. He had him for 30 years. It was I just say his fucking name, the actor, Stanley Baker. No, Stanley Baxter. No, Stanley Baker's the one. Stanley Baxter. He retired with over £30 million, and it was Tony who made him the money. He was his agent for 30 odd years. Diana Dawes, he looked after there for about 20 years. Really. I'll tell you what it looked like. Attenborough, the little one, is Richard, isn't he? There's a little one. He was a double of him. He had a cane just like him. Pure white beard. He was about 60, 70, maybe from that. Yeah. Charlotte Goodwin's. Charlotte Goodwin. I don't know that one. Yeah. There's one called Charlotte. I don't know her, mate. I have no clue. I know only another one. And I had the actual solicitors. Goodwin's in the red car, solicitors, multi-millionaires. Trivial Pursuit, yeah. So how would I know that about John Conte if I wasn't fucking there? So Boyle going, he's pretending he was with John. I never was with John Conte. I never met John Conte. I was with Tony Nunn. And that proved I was given the part for the movies. He's going, he's pretending he's in a movie. Fucking hell. You can't say nothing. So he pretended, Boyle, he said, yeah, my name's Lisa Grayson. My law books. Dale, are you okay? You'll see it on the pages Evan's got. Would you like to be in another book? And would you like this? Would you like that? And in the end, he goes, would you like to rape me? Would you like to rape me too? So he pretended he knew Paul Debrick, who was my friend. Debrick, he was a football hooligan. Lovely lad, great at the door, really tough lad, lovely lad. He said in his book, I've never seen anyone like Brian Cockerill's strength, benching 6 plates for reps each end. Never ever seen anything like it. And that's in his book. He's passed now, but his book's still there. It's called The Brick. And he mentions my strength because he trained with me for about 2 years in that gym. He didn't train with me. He jumped in now and then. I used to train with other people in there, but he's trying to say my lifts are lies and made up. But there are even videos. He's going, it's not even a proper deadlift. You're not even pressing the shoulder. You're like, 265 key dumbbells in each hand, which is over 12 stone, I think. It's like 24 stone, I think, pressed above my head for about 7 or 8 reps, and he's going, they're not even full presses. Well, you can't fully press them type of things, so you'll fall over, you daft cunt. You press them all the way at the top, you can fall and break your fucking neck. So what people do, will go up to there and back down. to them back down, so you're not taking the pressure off your shoulder, getting pulled out, or you strain your shoulder and you're not going to train the next day. So you better just coming up 3/4, doing it, and you get the bend, and you go and do the side. I'm doing side laterals. He couldn't even pick the dumbbells up to 35, I think, key or 32 key dumbbells where I'm doing side laterals with, which is 80 pound nearly. Side laterals in each hand. That's 160 pound. That's fucking over 11 stone. And he's telling me I'm doing it wrong. Have you seen the fucking state of him? Every brick in the bike Victorian house Saltburn have the name. Please print it on them. Yeah, they are. And that's the only one in the world that where it marks at, because I've done my due diligence. I know Saltburn, fucking back, I love it. But one of my favourite places to go for sit and watch the sea. And I was there one day, and there was a program getting made. It was called, what was that program that was getting made? She was fucking horrible cunt. Mary Ann Cotton, I think she was called. Remember her, Mary Ann Cotton? She was from the northeast, and she poisoned the kids, 5 kids and her husband. So they did a thing. It was called, oh, that's what he said. Anna Freeman was in it. He went, oh, I was shagging her for 6 months. Boy, I said, oh, she's a dirty cow. I used to shag her all over. I met her at a party. She was an actor. She was in Brookside. Yeah, I was seen there for 6 months. Fucking pure cack again. More shite. Pure shite again. I met her at a party and I went over and, oh, she's a dirty cow. And I thought, you fucking crank. So anyway, she's in it and she's playing Mary Ann Cotton. So Mary Ann Cotton, she used to get her kids insured for £5, I think it was. £5 was probably like fucking 10 grand now. Well, not 10 grand, maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10 grand now. You're talking 18 something. And what she did, she'd have a husband and poison him with the arsenic, because you poison people with arsenic slowly. It's still in your system though. So when he was found dead, they buried him. But what they did in the end, they started digging the bodies up and found out there's arsenic poisoning them. She got done, and they actually got her. It was called the Angel of something Angel. Forgotten Angel or something Angel it was called. Somebody will find it for me. And she murdered people. So they made me and Bobby went up, and it was Ninja Turtles were jumping out in the middle of the road. I went, what the fuck? They were all like a gimmick. It was like, buy this pizza at this pizza shop. There was a Ninja Turtle like with a t-shirt with a pizza board like that walking about and thinking about, because all the people there was thousands of people sitting about. So we were watching them. We were getting some food. And I said, okay, hell, there's Ninja Turtles all over. It was just the people dressed up. And it was something Angel it was called. Something Angel she was called in it. I can't remember her fucking name now. Like the Grim Reaper type of thing. Fucking. Anyway, came out, I watched it. I thought, oh, Bobby, there's what we seen there, that getting made, that film. It was on, I think it was in the series, I think it was on. It was on like 2 or 3 parts, I think it was on. Yeah, we were there when it got made in Saltburn. Something, the Angel or something. Mary Ann Cotton, she was called. She was a fucking killer, and she killed. And she got caught in the end. Anyway, they took her to Durham, and she was pregnant with a baby, so they couldn't. She actually poisoned her own daughter accidentally, give her the drugs accidentally, and killed her own daughter. Because this one she said like a favourite one. She killed 5 kids, I think, and 5 or 6 men, or 10 or 12 people. I think she killed all in. Angel of some fucking it was called. So anyway, when they took her in Durham, she had to stay in Durham for about 5 or 6 months because she was pregnant. She gave birth to the baby. So when they hanged her, they deliberately put it wrong. She took her 9 minutes to die because what she done to all the kids and that. The hangman deliberately, they say in Durham, hanged her and made her fucking hang and choke for ages. And she was choking on the noose. But they let her just fucking die in agonising death, they said. Yeah, and he also, that other thing it's famous for is they've got a water weights where the water goes down and it's like a little tram. I've been on it loads of times, like a little tram, like a little train. It goes to the bottom, but the weights, it's used by the water in the sea. The water lifts it up and the tram can go up and then go back down. I can't remember what it's called, the mechanism. But really clever bloke, really clever man who did Saltburn. Really intelligent. Used to have they've got a big massive pier. You can go out the way out, and they've got all little things sewn on the side. I used to go all the time. So every day, every night when I was depressed, I'd go to Saltburn, walk around the pier, and have fish and chips or something, or have a sit on the beach and stuff. Lovely, lovely place to go. And then I tell you what, it's fucking nightmare. There's a place there, like a cliff, and there's hundreds of people killed themselves or accidentally. 2 young lads were climbing down each other and they fell off. They were only kids, about 15 years ago, and you couldn't get through to Saltburn that day because the roads were closed off. 2 young kids, about 16-year-old, were down each other on the cliff, and they fell off the fucking cliff. There's loads just drove off. There was another one went off. There was a school teacher, and he killed himself because his wife died. He'd been there all his life. I can't live without him. He was from Darlington, drove all the way there and jumped off the cliff. There's loads and loads killed himself up there. Last Martin Redkid did it as well. And loads and loads. Very well spoken. Hit the like buttons. Only the lonely 1, 2, 3. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. I don't know about yours, but I'm fucking starving. All the historian. Yeah, we get to know his historian stuff. Yeah, that was Trivial Pursuit. That's what John Conte invented. And he used to go around do gigs, like I said, in pubs and clubs, like I was doing. But he was always getting into fighting. But he was always getting too drunk. And he was having to drag him out. Yeah, he did. He did a lot to himself with Mark Debrick. Nice lad, Mark. I loved him all the world. His brother, Mark's his brother. Mark Debrick's his Paul's brother. So there's Mark Debrick, who used to come to all my rave clubs when he was younger, and he used to train in the gym, and he said the same. I've never seen anyone bench 6 plates either end for reps. Only Brian Cockerill. Unbelievable strength he's got. But he put it in his film notes, yeah. Yeah, really good lads. They have 2 brothers. Both of them are good. They were in the front line, they call it. Where they were like football hooligans when they were kids. We all do daft things. We forget. Fucking hell, 3.5 hours on here. You know, I mean, you've got any homes to go home to. Right, guys, I'm off. I'm fucking starving. Make a nice meal. Ordered. So you 20 early in it. Lambooner, I think, tonight for me. Oh, what have I done? For fuck's sake. Oh my God, what have I done? My hands are clumsy as fuck. I can't do things with them. You know what I mean? I'm useless with my hands.